as a complete game victory in game one by Jared Boss. Pitched a nice, he gave up 2 runs on 9 hits, struck out 4, walked 1, and hit 2. So a nice outing by Jared Boss here. We'll go through the lineup here for South Tama tonight in game 2. They're going to lead off with senior center fielder Cam Klosterman. Batting second, sophomore third baseman Matt Weiss, who was the losing pitcher in game 1. Batting third, senior catcher Cale Kellogg. Batting fourth, senior first baseman Carter Kriegel. Batting fifth, senior designated hitter Jackson Belt, and he'll be DHing for the senior second baseman Lucas Wilkerson. Batting sixth, sophomore pitcher Braden Smith. Batting seventh, sophomore shortstop Lane Leakin. Batting eighth, sophomore left fielder Mickey Wanatee. And batting number 9, sophomore right fielder Gavin Jimenez. The South Tama is head coached by Seth Cook, assisted by Daniel Cass. The Hawk lineup here in game 2 is going to have Sam Lucky out in left, Nick Casey in center, Kyle Cole out in right, Luke Curley at third, Jared Boss at short, Lucas Meyer at second, and Ben Ridenauer at first. Your pitcher here in game 2, sophomore Logan Wallert, and the catcher, Isaac Fetkether. And we are just about ready to get underway here with game number 2. Beautiful evening here tonight. First pitch going to be at 7:09. And that pitch is a called strike 1. Logan Wallert on the year. This is his third start. His record 1-1. Has pitched 9 innings. Allowed 15 hits, 14 runs, 11 earned, 8.56 earned run average. There's a fly ball out into left field, and the left fielder, Sam Lucky, was going to catch it for out number 1, and that'll bring up number 2 hitter, sophomore third baseman Matt Weiss, who joins me. Matt, I thought you were out there playing as athletic director Matt Weiss from the West Delaware Hawks is here to join me. Going to do a little color commentary here tonight. Came bearing gifts here. It looks like he's all ready for the rest of the evening here.
Yeah, I just came from a little level 2 softball, and then I was over there watching Anamosa's finest doing some umpiring over there in the level 2 baseball game. Busy night here for Hawk Athletics.
Yeah, I was giving him a little static there. Anamosa umpiring got us a 14-2 loss. There's a Dodger fan umpiring in game 2, and Hawks doing much better in game 2 with the Dodger fan behind the plate. So
there probably has something to do with it. I wouldn't doubt that. It's probably
a swing and a miss there by Matt Weiss. Counting out 0-2. As Matt Weiss in game 1, losing pitcher, went 1 for 3. So he'll step in there as Logan Wallert delivers the 0-2 pitch. There's a chopper down the third baseline, just going to go foul. Luke Curley picks it up in foul territory.
You know, Luke Curley came into the game here starting third base. I think kind of a little bit of surprise so far this season for Coach Lahr, coming in as a freshman, starting varsity here, playing really good third base for him. And I think he'll probably do a little bit of relief pitching here and there throughout the season for him. And has been batting, 5th, 6th in the lineup for him a lot of the times in the year too. So, big pickup so far for Coach Lahr with the young freshman.
Yeah, when he hasn't been in the field, he's been DHing. A couple of games that I've seen, he's been a DH, and Jared Boss has been over there, but Jared's playing shortstop. There's a little looper out into short right field, going to drop in front of Kyle Cole for the first base hit of the second game. That'll bring up the number 3 hitter, senior catcher Cale Kellogg. Kellogg was 1 for 4 in game 1. He had a 2-run single top of the 7th inning and knocked in the only 2 runs of the game for South Tama in game 1. So he'll step in with 1 out and a runner at first. 5 seniors in this lineup for South Tama in the game 2.
Good opportunity for the Hawks to get a couple, pitching kind of lined up. We've got kind of our 2-3, guys throwing tonight with Nick Casey not being available after throwing a pretty good game that night against Marion, even though we got the loss there. But, good opportunity for the Hawks to get both of them again tonight.
Yeah, that's just some of that confidence thing, and be nice to get 2 here tonight going into Solon Monday night. Very good Solon team, ranked in the top 10. Having to go down there. There's a pitch in the dirt blocked by Fetkether. Ball gets away to his right a little bit, and the runner, Weiss, is going to advance to second on that wild pitch. Kyle Cole caught game 1, but he's out in right field here in game 2, and Fetkether behind the plate. Ball's in the dirt and had a hard time blocking it. Didn't let it get real far by him, but alert base running by South Tama. There's a swing and a miss. Nice little hesitation there on the mound. And he does a lot of funky things out there on the mound, changing his delivery, his release point, type of stuff, just trying to keep that batter off rhythm there from being able to time him.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of stuff that Logan Waller does that's by the book, but he always seems to get it done. He's a really athletic kid, and he sometimes looks a little awkward doing stuff there with the swinging strikeout as well. So, like I said, he's a kid that just always seems to find a way and get stuff done.
Swing and a miss for out number 2, and that'll bring up the number 4 hitter, senior first baseman Carter Kriegel. Kriegel was 2 for 4 in game 1. 2 of the 9 hits for South Tama. The Hawks did a nice job once they got runners on. Didn't really let them score till the 2 runs in the top of the 6th. Did a good job of getting out of some situations there. There's a little check swing called strike there, as he couldn't hold up on that.
Did Jared Voss go the whole game, first game?
Yes, he did.
Good. That's pretty big last night. Chad Bishop went the full game for the Hawks in the win over Dubuque Senior as well, so I'm sure that's something Coach Lahr wants to see too.
Fly ball out in short center field. Nick Casey comes in, and he's going to catch it in short center field for out number 3. For South Tama, no runs, a hit. 1 left on, score after half an inning. South Tama 0. West Delaware coming to bat. You're listening to West Delaware Hawk Baseball from KMCH Sports.
Bolichek's Landing, downtown Delhi. Open 7 days a week. Friday night buffet, Saturday night prime rib, and enjoy breakfast every Sunday from 9 to noon. Bolichek's proudly supports all area athletes and coaches.
Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory wishes all the best to the athletes and appreciates their hard work and scholastic efforts throughout the year. For personal, caring service, Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory in Manchester, Edgewood, and Strawberry Point.
Hey KMCH listeners, GMB is proud to support our area athletes and help bring the sport to you. The GMB Bank team reminds you whatever your financial goals, we're here to help you reach them. Stop by our Manchester location or visit us online at gnbbank.com. Member FDIC.
Going above and beyond is a standard of care at Above and Beyond Home Health and Hospice Care. Their compassionate staff care deeply about the comfort of their patients. A nurse is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Above and Beyond Healthcare, the more they care, the more beautiful life becomes. Proudly serving Jones, Jackson, Johnson, Lynn, Clayton, and Delaware counties.
At Tauke Motors, we believe in a gentler, simpler way of doing business. Check out our large selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, as well as great incentives at taukemotors.com. If you are looking for a new pre-owned vehicle or service on your current vehicle, come to Tauke Motors, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram on 9th Street in Dyersville.
At Dupaco Community Credit Union, we know debt happens. A debt checkup from Dupaco ensures it's not costing you more than it should. With historic low interest rates, now is the time to bring your loans to Dupaco. Contact us at 563-927-6187 or visit dupaco.com.
And welcome back to Exide Field here at beautiful Beckman Baseball Complex as the West Delaware Hawks come to bat in the bottom of the first inning. Leading off will be freshman right fielder Kyle Cole. He was 3 for 4 in game number 1, scored 1 run. Takes that pitch high.
Another one of the
3-0 on the count.
One of the freshman kind of phenoms for Coach Lahr. Playing a lot of young kids this year in a young Hawk team, but I tell you what, these freshmen aren't afraid to get up to the plate and swing the bat either.
Yeah, there's 4 freshmen and 2 sophomores, 2 seniors, 1 junior in the starting lineup in game 2. So a really young squad here for the Hawks here this year. First pitch low in the dirt, ball 4. So a leadoff walk by Kyle Cole does his job of leadoff of getting himself on base. That's going to bring up the number 2 hitter, sophomore shortstop Jared Voss. Voss was 2 for 4 in game 1, scored a run. Also was a winning pitcher. The pitcher here for South Tama, Braden Smith. We'll give you his numbers here in just a minute. First pitch is a called strike. Braden Smith on the year. Doesn't have any numbers on the year. This is going to be his first outing of the year. Just a sophomore for South Tama. So we'll see what the Hawks do with him. Cole gets the lead at first. Little square around the bunt. Nice bunt out in front of the plate. Pitcher comes in and picks it up. And not in time. As Jared Boss gets down that line quick enough to get himself an infield hit. The bunt was a really good bunt out in front of the plate, and then it just died in that grass, and the pitcher Smith had to come all the way in, pick it up, and probably didn't get rid of it as quick as maybe he should have. But Boss did a nice job of hustling down the line, getting an infield hit, runners on first and second.
You know, it's kind of interesting. South Tama didn't charge either single corner there to go after that bunt. The third baseman barely moved, and the pitcher was all there himself trying to get it. Had to make a tough play to try to get Voss. Good work by Voss getting down the line quickly.
Number 3 hitter, senior center fielder Nick Casey steps in there, takes first pitch, high ball 1. That's high and away, 2-0 the count. As Nick Casey was 1 for 3, scored a run in game 1. See the Nick's numbers on the year here so far batting. He is batting .241 on the year. There's a big swing and a miss. 2-1, saw a pitch just like him and tried to get it a ride. Casey 7 hits and 29 at bats, 2 doubles, no triples, no home runs, 6 RBIs on here. Has walked 3 times, struck out 9, and hit by pitch once. That pitch is ball 3, 3-1 to count. Try to get him on base. First inning last game, Ben Reidenauer came up and hit a big 3-run home run to put the first 3 runs on the board for the Hawks. There's a fly ball, deep left center field. Center fielder Klosterman's going to go over and catch it just short of the warning track. Kyle Cole is kind of in no man's land. Gets back there close and then tags up, but the throw comes back in time, so he can't advance. So a long fly ball out by Casey, and that'll bring up the number 4 hitter, senior first baseman Ben Reidenauer. He was 2 out of 3 with 5 RBIs. He had a 3-run home run in the first inning and a 2-run single in the fourth. So a nice game by the senior. There's a double steal going on, and they're both going to go in standing up as the catcher, Cale Kellogg, kind of came up out of his crouch, but couldn't quite come up with a good, clean catch. So good opportunity to run there. A double steal there, get Hawk runners second and third with just the 1 out.
A good opportunity here for one of the seniors here to knock in a couple, get a couple Hawk runs on the board here early in the game.
Pitch is low, good scoop behind the plate by Kellogg. Gave a wild pitch, 1-1 to count on Reidenauer. Ben Reidenauer so far this year, 7 out of 29, .241 batting average. There's a swing and a miss, 1-2 to count. Reidenauer, 1 double, his first home run earlier here tonight. He had 4 RBIs coming in, got 5 in that first game, so he takes over the team lead with 9 RBIs so far here early in the year. 1-2 pitch kind of plunks him on the backside there, and he'll trot down the first on a hit by pitch, and that's going to load the bases for the Hawks with 1 out. And freshman third baseman Luke Curley is going to come up to bat. Luke was 0 for 3, a couple flyouts and a little tapper back to the pitcher. And he's a big kid, and I've seen him hit the ball. He can get it a ride.
Absolutely. You know, he's like I said, he's a kid who's not afraid to swing. And we see it there, a little foul tip ball, and looks like it might have got umpire Eric Olson there behind the plate. As the catcher goes out there to talk to the pitcher a little bit, maybe hit Eric a little bit there on top of the face mask. But
I think that's a good deal by the catcher. He's giving the umpire a little time. Sometimes the catcher gets hit, the umpire will walk around and give him time. I think the catcher was reciprocating there, but he might have said something. Don't put it up there again. That's a big boy. He gets that up in the airways, and he's going to hit that thing a long way there. He airmails it all the way back to the screen in the air, and each base runner is going to move up 90 feet, and Kyle Cole will come in and score the first run for the Hawks on the wild pitch. And that one was way, way over his head back. He just got a bad release point on that pitch.
Yeah, I couldn't tell what he was trying to throw there. It didn't look like a fastball. It was coming off-speed pitch, and like you said, it got well away from him there. That was not even close.
Not even close. He didn't give a catcher a chance. There's a pitch on the outer portion, or just above the belt, called strike 1 and 2 is the count.
You know, and this is, you get these pitchers like this, and they kind of, they're not consistent. This is, in some ways, good for him because it kind of throws the Hawk batters off a little bit, I think.
Ball's low in the dirt, blocked by the catcher Kellogg, goes over about 3-4 steps to his left, not any far enough away for the runners to advance. Jared Boss down at third, Ben Reidenauer out at second for the Hawks here as they take a 1-0 lead here In the bottom of the first inning in Game 1, Game 2, Hawks won 6, or Game 1, the Hawks won 6-2. That pitch low in the dirt again. Good block by Kellogg.
Little shout out to Coach Werner in the level 2 club there. They just got a walk-off single to win Game 2 over there 7-6 over Waverly Shell Rock. Good work, Coach Werner.
Yeah, that's just good umpiring there. Dodger umpire behind the plate versus a Cub. And there is a low and away ball 4, so Luke Curley is going to draw the third free pass of the evening, and head coach Seth Cook's going to go out there and talk to his pitcher going, come on, you got to settle down here. You walked 2 and hit 1, and one of them you threw all the way back to the screen to get the run in here, so we got to figure out, hit that catcher's mitt here a little bit. How's your arm feeling?
Yeah, and it makes you wonder. I'm not sure if you had this, Bill, what number of game this is this week for South Tama, but I'm sure if they're like any of the other clubs around the state, they're, where you get that Thursday, Friday game of the week, and you tend to run low on pitching, and you hope that who you get onto the mound is just going to be able to throw you some strikes.
It's just their second doubleheader. They played Monday night against Benton Community. The only other games, they've only had 5 games this year so far coming into the night. But he's pitching a pitcher out here in Game 2 that hasn't pitched at all yet this year. And he's just a sophomore, so he's got maybe a little jitters, a little nerves out there. And now batting left fielder Sam Leckie steps in there, swings and misses at the first pitch as he tries to add to this 1-0 Hawk lead here. Bases loaded, 1 away. Full windup.
Oh, there's a
Again, right down the middle. Hit that out in the left center field. Left fielder backs off. Center fielder calls it in left center field. Tag up. The runner's coming home. Going to be a good throw, but not quite in time as Jared Boss is going to beat that. And good base running by the other Hawk runners. Right now, tags and goes to third. Luke Curley tags at first and goes to second, but gives Sam Lockey a F8 sacrifice fly for the RBI. 2 runs in now for the Hawks, and it'll bring up Lucas Meyer.
Good thing that we had Jared Voss there on third base. A couple of really good catches so far out there by Cam Klosterman. Made a really good throw from pretty deep left center field right onto the plate there. Had been anybody slower, I think they would have got him.
Yeah, it was a good accurate throw, just not quite in time to get Voss. There's the 1-0 pitch right in there called strike 1. Lucas Meyer, 2 for 3 in Game 1. Both hits were doubles. Had a double in the first inning, and then I led off with the double in the 3-run fourth inning. So hit it where they weren't there that first time. So a couple base hits. Another base hit here now with 2 outs. Add to this Hawk 2-0 lead here in Game 2. There's a swing and a ground ball down the third. Takes a little hop by that third baseman. 1 run's going to come in. Meyer gets around first and then just stands there, and he'll just take that, knock in that third run of the game. Luke Curley is going to advance to third on the play.
Yeah, Luke.
What'd you say, official score? E or base hit? Yeah, he's looking around.
I'd have probably given him an E on that one.
Yeah, it was down there, and he kind of let the ball play him a little bit. And thank goodness he did. Led to another run for the Hawks. That'll bring up number 8 hitter, freshman catcher Isaac Fetkether. Fetkether catching in Game 2. Kyle Cole did the honors in Game 1. Fetkether coming in, looking for his first base hit on here. He's 0 for 12 so far. He scored 3 runs, being a courtesy runner. Knocked in a couple of runs, walked twice, struck out twice.
A little delayed steal there by Lucas Meyer. He easily gets into second base without a throw down. So runners on second and third now. Good opportunity for Fetkether here to get a couple RBIs.
Looking for that first base hit of the year. Smith into the windup. Pitch tails on the inside. 1-2 to count. Hawks with the 3 runs here so far. Just 1 hit. Couple of walks, hit batter, and an error. Helped the Hawks offense here. There's this foul ball back out of the play. It's the safety netting here that you've almost got to be in a really weird spot to get hit up here now with the ball. The Little League did a really nice job of putting this netting up here.
Oh, there's a good hit.
Fly ball down the left field line, long, and going to go just foul.
I think that bounced out of here even.
I think it might be down in the corner.
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought it took a big bounce. I couldn't tell where it went to for sure. So
I think the Hawks are going down from the inside of the fence, maybe to go down.
Oh, yeah, you're right, Bill.
1-2. There's a replay of it in case you missed that one. Looks like that one's maybe going to land on the other side of the fence, and that's why out in that parking lot you don't park too close to the front because the foul ball is right there, and that's how you get shattered windshield. So future reference for anybody that might be listening to your car's parked. Ooh, there's a pitch all the way to the back. Stop again. Luke Curley is going to come lumbering in, and he'll score the 4th run of the inning for the Hawks. Lucas Meyer will advance to 3rd, and the 2nd run the Hawks have scored on a wild pitch. So 2 out of the 4 runs, courtesy of wild pitches.
That's got to be a little bit of a frustration there for Smith, the pitcher, as he was able to get Fetketter 0-2 right away, and then a couple of foul balls, and just sailed another pitch, and he's another Hawk run. So good for the Hawks, and hopefully we can get this last guy that's on base here, get him in as well.
That pitch is high, 3-2. 3-2 pitch swung on, fly ball short center field. Center fielder Klosterman comes in, and he'll make a nice running catch. 4 out, number 3, but the Hawks score 4 runs on just 1 hit. 1 left on, score after 1 complete inning. West Delaware 4, South Tama 0. You'll listen to Hawk Baseball on KMCH.
The Manchester Press is your community newspaper. Check out the sports section for game stats and photos of area players and game highlights. The Manchester Press, serving the area for over 130 years.
Craving authentic Mexican food? Then hurry down to Rio Blanco Mexican Restaurant in Manchester today. Enjoy the best margarita around with an order of fresh guacamole or cheese queso and chips. Rio Blanco features daily specials, an extensive menu with many authentic dishes to choose from, and a kids menu too. There's something for everyone at Rio Blanco Mexican Restaurant in Manchester.
Every good athlete recognizes the value of having a great coach. If you're buying or selling a home, make sure you team up with an experienced realtor to coach you through the process. I service the entire KMCH listening area. My office is located in Manchester, across from the hospital. Contact me, Teresa Turnus, from Keller Williams Realty for all your real estate needs.
Newhouse Construction and Concrete is proud to support all our area athletes. Give Phil a call at 927-5178 for your commercial, ag, or residential projects, or visit newhouseconstruction.com. Newhouse Construction and Concrete turns design into reality.
No one can win a game by themselves. At F&M Bank, our team works together to achieve the ultimate goal, exceeding client expectations. F&M Bank is a proud supporter of all local sports teams. F&M Bank, the right choice in Manchester, Cedar Rapids, Anamosa, and Monticello. Member FDIC.
And welcome back to Hawk Baseball on KMCH here at Exide Field. Beautiful Buckman Complex here tonight. Bill Logan along with Matt Weiss, West Delaware AD here tonight. And we are in game 2, top of the inning here for South Tama. Leading off designated hitter Jackson Belts will lead off. He's senior, DHing for the second baseman Lucas Wilkerson. 1-0 to count on Belts. Belts did not play in game 1, so DHing here in game 2. It's Wilkerson. There's a swing and a miss. 1-1 to count. Wilkerson had gone 0 for 3 in game 1. So Coach Cook decided to leave him in defensively and bring somebody else to see if they can get a base hit. There's a swing and a high chopper hit down the shortstop. Boss, big throw to first, but not in time. As he beats that thing out. That's just one of those high choppers, and it's one of those ones that, unless you come in and charge it because coming in there too slow, that runner, unless he runs like me, you're going to be able to beat that out. And that's exactly what he did. Infield single to lead off top of the second inning.
Well, and that was just kind of a tough play for Boss to make there. It was he couldn't charge a ton. He had to move to his right and get it a little bit between the gap between him and Luke, and really good job by the batter getting down the line quickly, though, too. Boss made a pretty good throw there. So the pitcher, sophomore Braden Smith, steps in there now, takes first pitch inside, ball 1 from Logan Waller doing the pitching here in game 2. There's a nice off-speed pitch, catches that inside corner, called strike, 1-1 to count. Logan's kind of fun to watch him pitch. He's got a little bit of that three-quarter delivery. He's got a little bit of a wiggle on it, even on his fastball. And, his off speed. Oh,
hit him right in the head. He bent over to get out of the way, and when he did, it kind of hit him right in the back of the helmet. So he'll go down for the first hit pitch tonight. Let's see, how many others has Logan hit this year? He has hit 7 others. I knew one game I watched, he had like 3 in one game earlier this year. So it's his nemesis. But part of that is he likes working at the inner part of the plate. And when you do that, sometimes that's going to happen. And then when you get different release points on almost every pitch, sometimes you'll get a little bit of that too. There's a square and a bunt by Lane Leakin. And Fettketter comes in, air mails it over the first baseman. Ridenauer's head out in the right field. So one run's going to come in, and the other runners are going to advance. So that'll be an E2. And Belts comes around and scores all the way from second on the play. And Braden Smith ends up over at third. So South Tama, it's kind of one of those things. Sometimes small ball, kind of does some important things for you. Now they've got to run in, runners at second, third, still nobody out. And put the pressure here on the Hawks. Now leads 4-1.
Yeah, you can kind of tell Feckketter's a little bit of inexperience there behind the plate. Really rushed his throw there. Had plenty of time to get the runner, and he's got a really good arm too for a freshman. And just kind of tell didn't take his time, really set his feet, and just threw a little bit over Ben's head there. So Hawks need to come back and try to get an out now.
That pitch outside, 2-0 the count. Hawk defense, Sam Lucky in left, Nick Casey in center, Kyle Cole out in right field.
There's
a good pitch. Breaking ball in the outer portion of the plate. Swinging a miss. 2-1 the count on the number 8 hitter, Mickey Wanatee, sophomore left fielder for South Tama. Wanatee was 0 for 2, and he was hit by a pitch in game 1. Ball gets by Fettketter, and the batter wants. He says, yeah, come on. But the runner at third says, easy for you to say. I'm not coming down. That ball didn't get away that far. Coach going to get mad if I go and get thrown out at home plate because you told me to go. 3-1 the count now, so he's trying to get himself on base here. Runners at second and third. Still nobody out here in the top of the second inning.
Oh, good.
Pitch on that inside corner. Kind of turned a little bit. Maybe if I was going to hit him in the left arm, but just catches that corner for called strike 2.
I think that's kind of where Logan likes to throw that little bit of off-speed pitch. He likes to start kind of at the batter and break across the plate. I think it'd be better if he started at the plate and had a breakaway.
Good pitch. That pitch a little high, says the home plate umpire. Ball 4, and that's going to load the bases. And I'll bring up the number 9 hitter. Gavin Jimenez now batting now. He did not play in game 1. So he steps in there for his first time tonight. Logan Warwick going to the windup. First pitch is on the outside corner, called a strike 1. And sometimes as a pitcher, when you got bases loaded, you can wind up. And sometimes you do that because I'm more comfortable out of the windup than I am the stretch. The only thing that does is sometimes it gives the runners a little head start too on the bases. There's a pop fly back behind the plate. Catcher Isaac Fettketter did a nice job going back there, tossing his mask around, turn your back to the infield, put your glove up and did it. And that's textbook right there. Nice job, Isaac, to get out number 1.
Absolutely took the words right out of my mouth, Bill, when he said textbook. That was absolutely great play by him. Way to get an out, and maybe we can get a ground ball here, get a double play, and get out of the inning here.
Brings up the leadoff hitter, Cam Klosterman. He flied out to the left fielder his first time up. Was 1 for 4 in game 1. So a huge at-bat here. There's a ground ball. Going to go between short and third. Off. Boss gets out in short left field. Just far enough that the runner at second also comes around and scores. So give that a base hit.
That's one of those balls, Luke Curley there playing at third. It kind of was a little bit more to his left, I think, than he wanted, but those are the ones you like to see him try to lay out for and try to at least keep in the infield if he can. I think he might have been able to get there, and he just hit a little bit of a dive there possibly. I know he was trying to cover up third at the same time. So
2-run single now makes the score 4-3 in favor of the Hawks. And I'll bring up the number 2 hitter, Matt Weiss. He had a single his first time up. That pitch is low and away. Nice job of scooping it up by Fettketter behind the plate. 1-0 the count. South Tama still with pressure on the Hawks. Runners are first and second, still just the 1 out. They fly ball out in the right field. Kyle Cole is going to take a few steps to his left and catch it. Get it tossed in without the runners advancing. So nice pitch for out number 2 by Waller. That'll bring up the number 3 hitter, K.O. Kellogg. He struck out his first time up. If they can retire him, Kellogg 1 for 2, and that one hit a 2-run single in the first game, knocked in the only 2 runs for South Tama. So first pitch to Kellogg. Waller just staring him down at second base. Finally said there's a one hopper hit right back to Waller. Picks it up, underhand toss to first base. Nice pitch to retire the side there. But for South Tama, they scored 3 runs on 2 hits. An error, 2 left on. Score after 1.5. West Delaware 4. South Tama 3. You're listening to Hawk Baseball from KMCH Sports.
Just like you take pride in your vehicle, we take pride in the service work we provide. This is John from Georgian Auto in Manchester. Whether it's routine maintenance or major repairs, we'll take care of your car and get it back on the road. Georgian Auto in Manchester, where complete automotive service and repair is our complete focus.
For all your general contracting needs, turn to the professionals at Lucky Building Service in Manchester. For commercial, remodeling, and building and new home construction, call the experts, Lucky Building Service in Manchester, 563-927-5677.
You may not wear glasses or contacts, but how do you know if you're seeing your best or if your eyes are healthy? Why not be proactive and get your eyes examined? Dr. Daniel E. Murch and his professional staff at Manchester Family Vision can help. Manchester Family Vision Center on West Main, where clear vision begins with healthy eyes.
As your American Family Insurance agent in Manchester, I'm looking out for what matters to you. Even when nothing's wrong, this is Tad Mormon, agent. Call me at 563-927-3586, and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
American Family Insurance, Tad Mormon agent, 106 East Main Street, Manchester. Contact.
And welcome back to Hawk Baseball on KMCH. Beautiful Thursday evening here at Exide Field in beautiful Beckman Complex. Leading off the bottom of the second inning for the Hawks, number 9 hitter Logan Wallert, his first time up here in Game 2. As he tries to get some of those runs back that they just scored here, Logan Wallert was 0 for 1, plus an RBI sacrifice fly. It was fly ball short left field, right down the line. The left fielder, Mickey Wanatee, is going to come in, and the umpire says he made a nice diving catch there. Couldn't see it because of the dugout, but I saw the umpire pull his arm up like, yes, he caught it. So great play out there in left field by Mickey Wanatee for out number 1.
Yeah, that was a good play there by him. Like I said, we kind of lost him there with the view of the dugout, but big out to start the inning for South Tama. Let's hope the Hawks can try to get some runners here.
Leadoff hitter Kyle Cole will step in there. Takes that first pitch inside, ball 1. He walked, leading off the game for the Hawks, came around and scored on a wild pitch. He was 3 for 4 in Game 1, all 3 singles. That pitch low in the dirt. Good scoop behind the plate by Kellogg. 2-0 the count now. Kyle Cole, probably the fastest kid in the Hawk lineup here. Takes that pitch again, a little high and inside. 3-0 the count. Don't really care how he gets on base. Just get yourself on base and see if we can put pressure on the defense and take advantage of the speed. Takes that pitch low in the dirt, 4-pitch walk. Hawks got a runner.
That's what you like to see from your leadoff guy, Bill, just taking pitches. And he had no intention of swinging at that one, but, you know, you want to take a lot of pitches, try to draw some walks, just get on base any way you can, like you said. And so good job by Kyle. Both times been on base so far this game.
Yeah, and to take walks as that leadoff hitter, sometimes you got to be pretty patient, maybe take a couple of pitches, especially that first one, and sometimes that first one, the pitcher, you know, I've been tracking some of the games this year where when I track pitches, I try to keep track of how many first pitches or balls or strikes, because as a pitcher, you're a whole lot more comfortable, relaxed when you're ahead in the count 0-1 versus behind the count 1-0, because now the batter can really look for something, and you're behind in the count, and now you maybe get a little bit more of the plate than what you want to. I was listening to Major League Baseball game the other night, and they had some interesting stats on what the batting average is with 1 strike on your count, 2 strikes on your count. And it's amazing. When there's no strikes, your batting average is the highest. When you got 1 strike, it's lower. And when it's 2 strikes, it's even way lower. There was a fly ball to the center fielder, Cam Klosterman, and they just figured out here in a game here that he's going to scoop up just about everything out there. He does a nice job covering a lot of territory, and he'll catch that off the bat of Jared Boss. For out number 2, and they'll bring up Nick Casey.
Yeah, he's got 4 of the 5 out so far for South Tama. He's pretty impressive out there in center field.
Sun being out there, a little tough on that right fielder. As kind of in their eyes. There goes Kyle Cole, stolen base, slides in head first, and he's in safely. We'll give Kyle Cole his second stolen base of the night. And on the year, Kyle Cole is now 5 out of 6. So gets himself in scoring position here with 2 down for the Hawks. Now I'll see if Nick Casey can drive him in. That pitch away. Joe clear out to second base. The second baseman standing about 5 feet off the base, scoops it up. Cole dives in safely. And that's okay. That's a good draw by the catcher. He throws that away. You know, you can advance to third on the play. So good heads-up base running by Kyle Cole. Drawing that throw from the catcher. Count 1-1 on Casey. Now he just do it. There's where you kind of shortstop had to make a pretty good play for letting that pitch go all the way out in the outfield.
And Kyle Cole, pretty savvy player already for a freshman. You know, he's one of those freshmen we have that actually played a decent amount last year of varsity baseball as an 8th grader. I started about half the games behind the plate and saw some time in other positions. And, you know, he's a seasoned veteran already in this young season as a freshman.
It is. And he did a very, very good job of being able, you don't have very many 8th grade starting catchers in high school baseball. There was a nice location pitch there by Smith down around the knees. Casey, a big swing and a miss. 2-2 to count.
Yeah, it's funny you say that. On Monday night when Marion was in here in the first game that Swish and I did, there was both teams had freshman pitchers and freshman catchers. Very rarely do you see that in the WAMAC.
There's a foul down the left field line, out of play. 2-2 to count. Yeah, one of those, the freshman pitcher, Jackson Tejada, I've watched him play for the last 6 years. He's on my grandson's team down in Marion. He's a freshman, but he played on my team. He's young for a freshman, not even 15 yet. And be a sophomore this fall. Ooh, they got Kyle Cole picked off. Throw down to second. Now over to the third baseman. They got Cole in a rundown. Third baseman comes and tags him. So he got caught straying away there a little bit. So he's going to be that'll call a caught stealing for out number 3, and that'll end the Hawks' second inning. Score after 2 complete. West Delaware 4, South Tama 3. You listen to Hawk Baseball from KMCH Sports.
Crust Pizza at Pizza Ranch. Have one delivered while you're listening to the game, grab one for carryout, or enjoy the Pizza Ranch buffet. Then satisfy your sweet tooth with some chocolate cactus bread. Pizza Ranch in Manchester, Independence, and Owine.
Contact me, Chad Frazier, at BC Land Services in Earlville for all your maintenance projects such as tree removal and trimming, small dirt work projects, lawn seeding, and more. BC Land Services is fully insured and licensed. Contact me at 563-590-8074 or on Facebook. And best of luck to all area athletes and coaches.
This is Sarah from It's So Me Boutique in downtown Dyersville, inviting you to stop in, look around, and let us assist you in finding the perfect outfit for any occasion. We offer fashion-forward trends for women, including plus sizes, baby clothes, shoes, and fun accessories to complete any look. It's So Me Boutique in the heart of downtown Dyersville. And check out our Facebook page.
Edgewood Feed Mill Construction is a general contractor and will assist you with the construction of your livestock facility, start to finish. For more information on Edgewood Feed Mill Construction, contact Steve Harris at 563-920-7835.
Back with the top of the third inning for South Tama, leading off. Carter Kriegel, senior first baseman, flied out to the center fielder Casey, his first time up, big swing and a miss. 1 strike to count here. Leading off the top of the third inning, Hawks with a 1-run lead, 4-3. Another swing, that looked like my golf swing the other night. Swing and a miss. 0-2 to count.
Well, at least you've been out, Bill. I still haven't been out yet.
I tried to get you out there the other night.
Yeah,
we'll get you out there.
I got to come out this next Tuesday night. It could be, I got to golf with Reed Hogan. It could be a long night for me.
Oh, there you go. There's a slow breaking ball way low and away. Nice job by Fetkether behind the plate. 1-2 to count on Krieger as he tries to get on base to lead off the top of the third inning for South Tama. And pitch low and away all the way back to the backstop. 2-2 to count. And I would love to be able to, and someday I'll just do it, but it takes a lot of time to do it. The percentage of time to score when you get the leadoff runner on base. South Tama did not the first inning and scored 0. Got their leadoff hitter on base in the second inning, scored 3. So it's huge to get that first batter, kind of like it is to get that first strike.
Yeah,
that pitch blowing away 3-2 now. There's a ground ball foul down the third baseline.
There's something I'd like to see a little bit more from Wooler here on the mound too. Is it seems like when he gets gets in front of the batter here, he starts to throw a little bit to the outside. I think he's trying to get that swinging strike. I like to see him attack the batter just a little bit more than he does. Just like that. Good pitch.
Great pitch. Breaking ball. Started in the plate and kind of broke out. Kriegel couldn't come up with it. Strikeout number 2 for Logan Waller here, leading off top third inning. That'll bring up the designated hitter, Jackson Belts. He's the one that singled leading off the last inning here and came around and scored the first run. So Belts will come in and lead off here with 1 out for the South Tama.
So that'll be something that Logan he'll catch on to, as he gets older, a few more varsity at bats. I think, as a, level, a sophomore, freshman, game, that you'll get some of those kids to swing at those balls, and they don't swing at those quite as much in the varsity game. And obviously with this new pitch count rule that's been in effect the last couple of years, just instead of throwing, some of those pitches like that when they're a little high and outside or inside, I should say.
It might have been outside on the backside of him. Tried to throw that breaking pitch and lost that release point, and the pitch, he ended up walking across the plate trying to get out of the way, and he did. Evens a count of 1. There's a slow roller out to shortstop. Jared Voss goes over, tries to pick it up, can't come up with it. Second error of the game by the Hawks. Put a runner at first base, and that'll bring up Braden Smith, pitcher here in game 2. He was hit by a pitch as he tried to duck out of the way, and one of those inside curveballs hit him in the back of the helmet. Was by no means intentional or a hard pitch, just a breaking ball coming in there. He just trotted down to first base. He didn't even ask him if he was okay. I mean, it was just that kind of a pitch. So South Tama again with something going on, runner at first, 1 out. There's a little fly ball, looper out in the center field. It's going to drop in for a base hit. The 4th hit of the game for South Tama. Now they have runners at first and second with 1 out. And the shortstop, Lane Leakin, coming in. He reached on an error his last time up because there was runners at first and second like this with nobody out, and he laid down a bunt. And the Hawks came in and picked up the bunt and threw it out into right field, and that's when the first run came in and scored. So South Tama, again, putting pressure on the Hawk defense.
Yeah, absolutely. It could be, like I said, maybe another ground ball here and try to get a double play, get out of the inning. But I kind of noticed here a nice little move there by Logan to draw the runner up, but nobody back at second base there. Almost had a little pick off at second. I was going to say there, it's interesting how slow the ground balls have been here on the infield tonight, especially in the grass, and you can tell the grass has just been freshly cut, probably today, most likely, and the balls have definitely been dying when they hit the grass here tonight. Both couple bunts we saw, let alone a couple of the grounders, and interesting.
Lane Leakin 1 for 2 in game 1 and hit by a pitch. He's reached on an error here in game 2. They're swinging a foul ball back to the screen. 1 strike to count on Leakin. Logan Waller again now ahead in the count, and that's one thing that they'll learn by experience. When you get ahead in the count, go right after him, challenge him. There he lays a bunt out again out in front of the home plate. Logan Waller picks it up, throw down to first, up the line there a little bit, and Ben Ridenauer had to kind of come after and get it, but he does. But give Leakin and sacrifice bunt, puts the runners at second, third, but more importantly, now there's 2 outs, and the number 8 hitter, Mickey Wanatee, is going to come up. He walked his first time up. He was 0 for 2, plus he was hit by a pitch in game 1. So a big at-bat here for the Trojans. Their first pitch is a ground foul down to the head coach, Seth Cook, down there. Bobbled it a little bit. He takes a look at it and said, let's throw this thing out. Let's get him a good one to hit.
This is, like I said, number 8 batter, head of the count 0-1 here. So you're going to see a Logan attack here and just go right at him. See what he pulls out of the pocket here.
The 0-1 pitch there, that breaking pitch started in the strike zone, takes a swing at it, can't come up with it, and he shakes his head kind of, I should have known that wasn't it. It was right down the middle, about halfway here, but then it broke away. So that's a great pitch there by Logan Wall. Now ahead in the count, 0-2.
Yeah, I'd like to see that same pitch again, right? Just come right after the same thing right now. We kind of talked about this in the break, too. Logan's got a great pitch there when it starts in the middle of the plate.
There's a fly ball, deep left center field. It's going to split the defenders. 1 run's coming in, 2 runs are coming in. And Wanatee takes that 0-2 pitch as he got a little bit too much of the plate, and the 2-run double makes the score now 5-4 in favor of South Tama. And I just got a feeling from the looks of this game here so far, this is going to be a high-scoring contest, and one team's probably going to have to score double digits to win this game, possibly.
I think you're right, Bill. I think you're right. You know, Logan came back to a little pitch that started at the batter and came back across the plate. I'd like it. Like I said, we like it a little bit more if we can come at the plate and tail away from the batter a little bit. But
number 9 hitter, Gavin Jimenez, steps in there. He pops out to the catcher his first time up. First pitch is a swing on and a little foul off the end of the bat over to the on-deck hitter. Jimenez did not play in game 1. There was 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd inning, 2 runs in. And South Tama takes a 5-4 lead here. Hawks scored 4 in the bottom of the 1st. South Tama came back with 3 in the top half of the 2nd and 2 here in the top half of the 3rd inning. There's a ground ball down to Curley down left field. Boots it. And it's going to be an error. 3rd error of the game for the Hawks. And that one, he just tried to come up a little too quickly. I think he didn't look it all the way into the glove and tried to make a throw over to first base before he had the ball in there. So a 1-out error started this inning, and now a 2-out error has got South Tama in action here again. Runners the 1st and 3rd. Now their leadoff hitter, Cam Klosterman, flied out his first time up and then had a 2-run single his last time up. So for South Tama, he's the batter you want to see coming up to bat.
I kind of like it here. Jared Voss kind of brought the infield in here to the pitcher's mound. Like to see that from one of your leaders on the team. And thought maybe Coach Laura was stepping on dugout, but he wasn't. He just, calling the infielders in, say, hey, guys, let's settle down here. Let's get the out. Let's get out of here. Good work by Jared, and hopefully we can get an out here now.
Klosterman will step in there. 2 away, runners at 1st and 3rd. And a good deal there. Wallard stepped on the rubber like he was going to work from the stretch, but with a runner first, you can't. Or from the windup, He's got to stretch. Caught himself before he balked. There's the first pitch, ground ball down third baseman Curley. Picks it up. Wild throw, gets by wide. Now at first, 1 run's going to come in. And the runners are going to end up at 2nd and 3rd. 3rd error of the inning here for the Hawks. 4th in the game. So a little bit of infield implosion here so far. Waller's doing a nice job of getting them hit ground balls, and Hawks just unable to field them cleanly or throw them cleanly.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a little bit frustrating for Logan out there on the mound, especially after the Hawks played really good and error-free defense last night. And going to have to find a way to get an out here, get us out of this inning, stop the bleeding a little bit.
And the first game, no errors in the first game, but now 4 here in game number 2. That pitch outside, ball 1. Number 2 hitter, Matt Weiss, comes in. He had a single his first time up and then flying out to the right fielder, Kyle Cole, his last time up. Again, a ground ball going to find its way between short and 3rd. Voss goes over, knocks it down, can't make the play. I'm going to give that a base hit. I think even if he fields that cleanly, I don't think he throws him out of first base. That was one of those ones that's right between short and 3rd, nothing you can do with it. And I think he did a smart play. He knew it. He kind of made a wind-up and see if he could get the runner to maybe go around 3rd a little too far and try to score on the throw, but unable to do that. But they do score another run here from 3rd, so give him an infield hit and an RBI. Score now 7-4 in favor of South Tama. Runner from 1st taking off for 2nd. Anyway, Metcather blocks that one, so that's just kind of a fielder's indifference there. But now they got runners in scoring position again.
Yeah, and South Tama has kind of found bullseye in that slot there, kind of between 3rd and shortstop. That's the 3rd ball that's been hit there so far tonight in this game, and we haven't got an out in that spot yet. Just right between, a little bit out of Luke Curley's reach at 3rd, and it's a good 4 or 5 step reach for a shortstop, Jared Voss, to get over there to try to pick it up too.
So 2-0 the count now. Number 3 hitter Cale Kellogg, he's 0 for 2 strikeout and a little 1-hopper hit right back to Waller to end inning number 2. So see if he can get the same kind of thing here. That pitch outside, now behind in the count 3-0.
Another thing to think about here too is these errors is more pitches that Logan's having to throw here now, and
they're saved an error there. I think it might have hit the runner. And Petketter thought about picking the runner off at 3rd. I'm not sure. He wasn't really there, and he kind of dove for it, and then all of a sudden the ball ends up out over where he was at. So I think I probably had to have hit the runner. And thank goodness, otherwise that might have went out in the field for another error and a run. There, the line drive right over shortstop said 1 run coming in. They're going to send the runner from second's going to come in and score. Slides in head first. throw down to second is in time, as they're going to get Kellogg on a 2-run single. But as he tried to advance to second on the play, he's going to get thrown out second. But he did his job and drove in 2 more runs. So South Tama scores 6 runs here in the top of 3rd inning. Score after 2.5. South Tama 9, West Delaware 4. You're listening to Hawk Baseball from KMCH Sports.
Hello, this is Fred Smock from Dunlap Motors in Independence. We are proud to support local school programs. So if you are looking for a new Chevy, Buick, or certified used car or truck, or just want to stop and say hi, stop in. That's Dunlap Motors in downtown Independence.
Clayton Drug supports all the area athletes and coaches on a successful season. Stop in and visit with one of their pharmacists today and be sure to check out their large selection of home decor and gift items. Clayton Drug in Strawberry Point, a local pharmacy you can trust.
For the best selection of Chevy, Buick, and GMCs in the area, see Bob Stephen Motors in Manchester. We offer straightforward pricing and carry a low overhead, so we can pass those savings on to you. We also take care of you after the sale and offer a state-of-the-art service department with ASE trained technicians. For a full list of our inventory, visit us on the web at bobstephenmotors.com.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. It takes the right financial partner who cares as much about your future as you do, building a financial plan to meet your life's priorities and helping you achieve the financial security you're after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact me, Mitch Payton, or Matt Schulte today. You and Northwestern Mutual, stronger together.
And welcome back into Exide Field. Beautiful Exide Field here at the Beckman Complex. Nick Casey's going to lead it off. Shot right back at the pitcher. Smith knocks it down, but unable to make the play. So give Nick Casey that leadoff base hit to start the Hawks' 3rd inning here. And a good way to start it here, getting that leadoff runner on. Hawks got the leadoff runner in the 1st inning, scored 4. Didn't get him on in the 2nd inning. Went out 1, 2, 3. So here we go for the Hawks. Ben Ridenour is going to step in. He was hit by a pitch his first time up. 5 RBIs by Ben in game 1. 3-run home run and a 2-run single. So Hawks need to find some offensive firepower here, and this is an inning to do it to try to come back from this 9-4 deficit. First pitch to Ridenour is a called strike.
Yeah, it's a good opportunity here.
The pitch was low in the dirt and gets away, and Nick Casey decides he's going to take off, and I think he caught the catcher by surprise a little bit. Couldn't believe he was going, and he slides in there safely, so give him kind of a delayed steal there. He gets himself into scoring position here. 1-1 to count on Ridenour.
That was a really good heads-up base runner there by Nick Casey. Got himself a really good secondary lead and saw the ball in the dirt and just took off.
Pitch is high and over the head of Ridenour. He ducks underneath that. Ridenour 2 for 3. The 3-run home run, 2-run single, and a ground out in game 1.
He's using another one of those long balls right now, Bill.
Yeah. And little bit of a breeze. Not that anything is going to help anything, kind of coming in from right center field. But just a base hit at this point. 3-1 to count to Ridenour. Casey's taking off for 3rd. There's a ball inside. Airmails the throw down to 3rd. Or 3rd baseman jumps up in the air and kind of comes down on him, so Casey can't advance anywhere. But Ben Ridenour is going to get a walk, and Nick Casey's going to get his 2nd stolen base. And stolen bases for Casey. He was 4 for 4 coming into tonight. So he adds 2 more to that column. And now runners are 1st and 3rd. And Luke Curley coming up.
I like the aggressiveness there by Nick Casey, but not sure that's the exact spot we want to try to steal 3rd at. I'm sure that Coach Lahar's kind of talking to him about that there as well.
Yeah, it's one of the things they've always told you, don't ever get the 1st and 3rd run, 1st and 3rd out, thrown out at 3rd. And trying to steal 3rd sometime. Wouldn't say that he had a great lead at 2nd, but nonetheless took off and made it in there. Ball low in the dirt, block goes up 3rd baseline, and Ridenour would advance to 2nd. Curley takes a big swing. Nice location on that pitch, in on the inner portion of the plate, and Curley unable to do anything with it. He walked his first time up, came around, scored the 4th run of the 1st inning. There is a swing and a foul ball over the first base dugout out of play. 1-2 to count on Luke Curley. And Curley so far this year, batting .200, 6 hits and 30 at-bats, 1 double, 8 RBIs. A couple of them out there, hopefully he could bring in Smith, good location there. 1-2 pitch, tried to get that fastball in the inner portion, and Curley took it. That's a tough pitch to take. Yeah. And the pitcher, he didn't like the fact that it was called ball 2. So good eye there by Curley. Yeah, there's a called strike. That was a great pitch. He thought he had a good one on the inside. That time he went to the outside corner and got a strikeout of Curley. The first strikeout of the game for Braden Smith, and that'll bring up Sam Leckie. He had an RBI sacrifice fly back in that first inning. That pitch is inside, ball 1. Sam did not play in game 1. Playing left field here in game 2. Chad Bishop played left field in game 1. Pitch is low in the dirt, blocked well behind the plate there by Kellogg.
Well, and Braden Smith here is kind of finding a little bit more of a groove. We could use a couple more of those airmails back to the fence here, Bill. Get a couple more runs, but he's definitely finding the plate now.
2-1 to count. He's doing a good job of mixing it in and out. He thought he had Curley on the inside corner, and then he went to the outside corner. I think he maybe caught Curley kind of guessing maybe something different in the outside corner. There's a ground ball. There it gives, dies in the infield. First baseman comes up, picks it up and throws to the pitcher coming first. They had to do a double step there to get the out at first, but give Sam a second RBI of the game on the ground out as Nick Casey comes in and scores from third. Right now advances to third on the play. So now 2 outs, 1 run in here, score now South Tama 9, the Hawks 5, 2 outs. And there it is. Lucas Meyer coming in, that pitch all the way to the backstop. So Ben Ridenauer comes in and scores the third run of the game on wild pitches that look just kind of like that. So take them however we can get them. 2 runs in this inning, 9-6 the score. South Tama with the lead.
We kind of mentioned in the break, Bill, we're going to need to get probably 2 or 3 here this inning to kind of keep in the game. So there's our 2, and I think the big thing is now if we can get anything we can get on the top now is going to be icing on the cake. But we've actually got to stop them here on the top of the 4th as well.
Lucas reached on an error his first time up, had a couple doubles in game 1. Takes that pitch low, 3-0 the count. And just reload, get another base runner on, and let's keep things going here in the bottom of the 3rd inning for the Hawks. Trail 9-6. They won game 1 by a score of 6-2, and that pitch is inside, ball 4. So Meyer draws a 2-out walk, and that'll bring up the number 8 hitter, Isaac Petgether. He flied out to the center fielder his first time up, and then they're going to send. Nope, he's just coming up to get the bat. Logan Waller come out there. Maybe he was coming out to pinch hit somebody because he's a lot taller than Petgether is. But Petgether's getting his shin guards off and everything, so he comes out. And he's going to try to keep things going here for the Hawks here in the bottom of the 3rd inning.
Now, this is a good opportunity here for Coach Lars to start the runner here, try to get him to second, see if we can steal another run here before the inning's over.
So Petgether stands in there. First pitch is outside, ball 1. Sun getting really hard. Right fielder kind of taking a look. The Hawk base runner, Meyer, kind of holding his hand up above his eyes. Throw over to first. Meyer gets back easily. 1-0 the count on Petgether. Steps back in there. The pitch from Smith, low in the dirt. Kellogg didn't stay down on that when he kind of got up and tried to short hop it and go through his glove. Now the throw,
what are you doing?
They just picked him off as a pitch. I don't know if he meant to throw it there. I think maybe he overthrew the pitcher, but the second baseman was standing back there and picked Lucas Meyer off second base in the 3rd inning for the Hawks. But they do score 2 runs on 1 hit, nobody left on. Score after 3 complete. South Tama 9. West Delaware 6. You're listening to Hawk Baseball from KMCH Sports.
American Trust and Savings Bank wishes all area athletes and coaching staff continued success. American Trust and Savings Bank with locations in Dyersville, Farley, Dubuque, and Des Moines. Simply better banking. Check them out at americantrust.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sight and good vision is very easy to take for granted until it is taken away. Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa is here to help you.
Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa, located at 225 West Main Street in Manchester and 1113 West 3rd Street in Vinton.
This is Phil from Gateway Appliance. We service most major brands of appliances, and we are Manchester's exclusive KitchenAid, Maytag, Whirlpool, and Amana dealer. Stop in and see us today in the Big Blue Building on West Main in Manchester, or call 563-927-3200.
Delhi Lumber has products for every home and every budget. Delhi Lumber carries Midland doors, which are one of the best values around. You can see Midland doors today or call Delhi Lumber at 563-922-2404 for more information. Your Midland overhead door dealer, Delhi Lumber. Big town quality with small town service.
This is Dr. Tim Collier from Dental Associates of Manchester. We take pride in the environment we provide our patients with a caring attitude and unsurpassed comfort. For the kind, compassionate, and competent dental care you deserve, call us at 927-GRIN. Dental Associates of Manchester, creating healthy smiles for life.
Whether you are thinking of buying or selling your home, give Homefront Realty a call. We are here to be your advisor, negotiator, and facilitator in the real estate game. Homefront Realty will save you time so you can spend your time cheering on the Hawks. Call Homefront Realty at 927-2111.
Bill Logan and Matt Weiss bringing the Hawk baseball on KMCH tonight, along with Mike Johnson back in the studio coming in so we could bring you West Delaware Athletics on KMCH tonight. Thank you, Mike, for coming in. Leading off top of the fourth inning, number 2, Carter Kriegel. He's 0 for 2. He flied out and struck out his first 2 times up. Wallert behind in the count now, 3-0, and there's a 4-pitch walk. And we've talked about it before, about that leadoff batter getting on base. 2 out of the 3 innings they've got on base, they scored 3 runs and 6 runs when they got that leadoff hitter on. So that number is a very high percentage, and we're seeing it here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And, this is an inning that Logan here, he needs to try to get out of with as few pitches as possible. He had obviously a long inning last inning. He's got to be getting close to that 60 pitches. And we obviously going to be a little bit short on pitching here after, this being our 5th game this week already. So hopefully we can get a couple of ground balls here and get out of the inning quickly.
That pitch is well outside, blocked by Fettgether, so the runner, Krieger, can advance on the play. 1-0, the count, 5 straight pitches out of the strike zone. There's 6 straight, 2-0 to count. And he just looks like maybe he's trying to catch his breath out there, just a little uncertain, unsure out there, trying to find that strike zone there. And that was just right down the middle, taking all the way. That one was Jackson Belt. He singled and scored leading off the second, reached on an error and scored in that 6-run third. So both times he's gotten on base, he's come around and scored. There's a swing and a ball. Fettgether hasn't fouled it yet. No foul ball. The runner advances to second on that wild pitch. I thought maybe it might have been a foul ball or something, but the base runner, or the batter, he knew he didn't hit it, so he's telling the runner to go. Fettgether having a hard time realizing where that ball was at. Help from the Hawk dugout, saying it's right over here, so he came and got it. But Kriegel ends up at second base. There's a ground ball to the right of the shortstop. Boss goes over, picks it up, throws over to first. Not in time. Ridenauer scoops it, and then they'll throw over to third. Again, not in time. So an infield base hit for Belch as he beats that one out on the throw over. Kriegel goes from second to third, so 2 close plays. Could have had 2 outs, and the Hawks got none of the 2. So now runners are first and third, nobody out. And Braden Smith comes in. He's been hit by a pitch and scored, and Singleton scored. So the middle of the South Tama lineup's done a good job of getting on base and scoring.
Well, I'm putting the ball in play more than anything, Bill. Just they put it in play, and we just have made plays.
They've done a really nice job of hitting it down around that shortstop between short and third, and some tough plays by the Hawk infield. There's not many major leaguers going to make those kind of plays. Some people would say Javi Baez might make that play, but Javi Baez makes a lot of plays that people couldn't.
Yeah, those guys are on their way back to Anamasa from doing a so job umpiring over here. I shouldn't say that. John Swisher, obviously one of the better umpires we get up here. So, John, I hope to have you back again.
Yeah, there's a fly ball to short center field. Nick Casey catches it, tagged down to third, but respecting that arm out in center field by Casey, runner takes a couple, 3, 4 steps and says, nope, I'm not going. So retired Smith, that'll bring up Lane Leakin, reached on an air and it has sacrifice punt right back to the pitcher, takes a look, the runner back to third, turn around and almost threw it away at first as he got maybe a little quick, but did a nice job of freezing the runner at third, not allowing him to go, throw him out at first, so textbook there to get out number 2 without letting the runners come in. So now let's see if he can get out of here, but Wanatee had 2 outs on him last time, 0-2 count, and a big 2-run double his last time up, so got to get Wanatee out this time.
Yeah, absolutely. And a good job by Logan there to check the runner on third base and make oh, I thought I was going to hit him, but it's not getting on the backside of him. Didn't get him.
Oh,
good job, like I said, the last batter there by Logan to check the runner at third. Make sure that he didn't advance. That's one of those mistakes a lot of times pitchers don't always think about doing. They just get the ball to first, and the guy from third scores. So hopefully we can get out of here now and limit them to no runs.
That pitch is outside and low, 2-0 the count to Wanatee. Number 8 hitter in the lineup. There's a ground ball foul over into the Hawk third base dugout. 2-1 the count. Hawks try to get out of here with the 2 leadoff hitters this inning. Forced out Tama getting on base, but haven't gotten around now. They're both out second, third base here. See if they can thwart this scoring opportunity here for South Tama. 2-1 the count on Wanatee. 2-1 pitch. Fly ball back to the backstop. Isaac Pettogether comes over and takes a look at it. It's going to drift out of play. 2-2 the count now on Wanatee. And he had a 2-strike count on him last time when he got too much of the plate, and Wanatee hit it all the way out to the left center field fence. So, don't give in. Go after him, retire him or something. You had him on a couple strikes where he broke through that breaking ball at the strike zone and broke it away, and he couldn't hold up on it. 2-2 count.
Yeah,
maybe think of something like that.
Stay away on the outside of the plate is what I would do to this batter. Like I said, obviously he's dangerous to get over to the plate.
Oh, he broke that thing on the inside, coming right at him and froze him. Broke right in on the inside, and he's going, man, that was going to hit me, and I was going to stand there and take it. But called strike 3, so the Hawks get out of that jam. Runners a second, third, and nobody out, and they got him out, retired the next 3 batters. So the score after 3.5, we're halfway done. South Tama 9, West Delaware 6. You're listening to Hawk Baseball from KMCH Sports.
Jay's Auto Supercenter in Manchester has quality pre-owned vehicles, great financing options, a full-service department, body shop, and detail department. See their full line of vehicles online at jsautosales.net. That's Jay's Auto. Customer satisfaction is their #1 priority.
Jay's Auto!
This is Jamie Vasky from Don & Walt LLC, your independent Lennox dealer in Manchester. For residential or commercial plumbing, cooling, and heating needs, and top-quality Lennox furnaces and air conditioners, see Don & Walt LLC on East Main Street, Manchester, or call 927-2232.
Farmers Savings Bank proudly supports all area athletes and their coaching staff. For all of your banking needs, visit them in Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, and Arlington, or online at farmersavingsbank.com. Member FDIC.
Insurance is a contract to protect what you value most, whether you're auto, home, business, health, and even your life. People's Insurance Agency, partnering with Heritage Mutual, has been protecting your assets for years. Please call your local insurance advisors located at 1212 West Marion Street. People's Insurance Agency delivers peace of mind.
Welcome back to Hawk Baseball on KMCH. Bill Logan along with Matt Weiss bringing us tonight's action here from Exide Field at the beautiful Beckman Baseball Complex here. Leading off the bottom of the 4th inning for the Hawks, trailing 9-6. Isaac Petgether is going to lead it off. He was at base when the runner for the Hawks got picked off second base in the 3rd inning. So Petgether will step in there and try to get himself on base to lead off this bottom of the 4th inning. First pitch is high and inside, ball 1.
Showed a little bit of a bunt action there, but actually brought the corners in now. And, we mentioned it a couple innings ago, Bill, the Hawks just needed to get a couple on the board that inning. We'll try to get a couple more here and peck away at it. We can keep limiting them to runs in the top of the inning. Try to get right back in this game.
New pitcher. I just noticed that myself. Number 16, Wilkerson. That pitch is in there, called strike. 2-1 the count.
He's kind of got a delivery like Ward a little bit. He kind of comes a little 3/4. He got a little bit of a flare on that pitch, almost throws like a little slur, as some people like to call it.
There's a swing and a foul down the third base line. 2-2 the count. Wilkerson had come in and pitched the last inning of game one, pitched the one and gave up one hit, struck out one. So his second inning of relief here tonight. That pitch is apparently low. Looked pretty good from here, but apparently low. 3-2 to count. If Betgether can work his way on base here, 3-2 pitch, swung on a foul right straight back to the screen. Wilkerson, the second pitcher of the night here for South Tama.
Wilkerson works fast. You know what? He's got kind of a really unique delivery here and works quick from the mound. This is my kind of pitcher, Bill.
Wilkerson, that first inning in game one was the first inning of pitching so far of the year. This is just his second inning. He had no stats pitching coming in. There was a ground ball foul down that third baseline. So Betgether doing a nice job of hanging in there and spoiling some good pitches from Wilkerson.
Yeah, good job. Like I said, Wilkerson here doesn't have a whole lot of velocity on his pitch, but has really good movement, especially on that fastball. It's just kind of drops in there, and another foul ball here off the left side. Good job by Betgether staying alive.
Yeah, they had to get some of the foul balls brought back in here as he's fouled off probably about 4 of them in a row here. Coach Lauer goes down and gets that last one down the left field line. So Wilkerson doing a nice job throwing strikes. Again, the 3-2 pitch. Swung on ground ball to the left of the third baseman. Picks it up, throw over to first. Not in time.
Good stretch.
So Betgether did a nice job of getting down there. Great play at third base by Matt Weiss as he went to his left and picked it up. But then took a little too long releasing it. A nice accurate throw down there, but base hit for Betgether.
First baseman here for South Tama. I'm going to call a little time, go check on him. I think he might have he pulled his leg there, below groin or something. He had really good stretch there to get to that ball, but coming up a little bit limpy here. This is okay.
I'm okay. Just leave me alone. It's going to hurt, but you're not going to do anything about it. So let's just keep playing. So Betgether does his job, gets on base leading off the bottom of the fourth inning for the Hawks. There again, that's the third out of 4 innings that the Hawks have done it. The previous 2 innings, they scored just like South Tama did. So the importance of getting that leadoff runner, no matter how they get on base, to come around and score. The number 9 hitter, Wallert, steps in there. First pitch is a called strike one. Wallert was 0 for 1 with an RBI sacrifice fly in game one as he DH'd in game one for Luke Farmer. That pitch low in the dirt, blocked partially by Kellogg behind the plate, but gets off to his right. And Betgether will advance to second on the play. Even to count at 1.
I was going to mention a little bit ago there, it was a really good play by Wise to even get to that ball. It was in the gap, but I kind of looked after he went back, and he kind of already plays on that cut and over, and he plays probably about, there's a good little liner into right center field. That's going to bring the run in.
Yeah, it was just over far enough. The right fielder guarding the line a little more. So an RBI single by Ward. He says, I got to help my own cause here. So he knocks in a run. So that leadoff base hitter comes around and scores, makes the score now 9-7 in favor of South Tama. And that brings up the leadoff hitter, Kyle Cole. He's walked both times here for the Hawks. Came around and scored in the first inning. And then he got picked off second base. 2 runners for the Hawks got picked off at second base here in game 2. So see if he can get on base. He's been on base 5 out of 6 times here tonight. 3 hits, 2 walks, and was called out on strikes the only time he didn't get on base. So over to first. And Wallert back in time.
And Wallert, like we kind of mentioned earlier, he's kind of unconventional and ended the last inning after we said try to get to the outside, threw it right across the plate for the strikeout. I had mentioned in there that, you know, Wise there playing at third base is definitely off the line. I was hoping he could pull something down the line, goes completely opposite and puts her to the right field and gets a run for us. So great job by Logan Wallert here, proving me that he doesn't got to be conventional.
There you go. That pitch is up around the letters too high, says the home plate umpire, Eric Olson. 2-0 the count on Kyle Cole. Very selective there. Doesn't swing many bad pitches. There's the ball right back up the middle. Gets by the shortstop out in the center field. So his 4th hit of the night, 3 in game 1 and his first one here, on base all 3 times. So his on-base percentage is huge here tonight. He's been on base 6 out of 7 times. And head coach Seth Cook is going to come out there and talk to his pitcher. brought in a new pitcher, and the first 3 batters have all gotten on base. So he's going to sit there and go out there and have a little chat with him and ask him maybe how he's doing, what are you feeling? First 3 guys got on base, so all base hits. Not that they were hit hard, but they were just hitting spots where they couldn't defend them. So nice 3 hits to lead off the bottom of the 4th inning for the Hawks.
Well, Kyle Cole, he saw 10 pitches so far this game. All 10 of them were balls before that 11th pitch that he finally swung the bat. I mean, the other ones weren't anything close, and not very rarely do you see that, Bill, where a kid's going to take that many pitches, swing the bat, and just rope one right into center field. Great job of batting there.
Jared Voss going to come up now. He singled and scored in the 1st inning, flew out to the center fielder Klosterman to end the 2nd inning. He was 2 for 4 in game 1, so a big opportunity here for the Hawks. Trailing by 2. There's a swing and a foul back out of play. Nice location there by Wilkerson on that inner portion of the plate. That's one of those pitches that it's really hard, unless you open your hips up, it's really hard for a batter to be able to do anything with that, except what Voss just did is call it out of play.
Right. Oh, good job of bunting there. Oh, get her down.
Didn't get it down there. As he had the second, the shortstop was out of position. He went over to second like his pickoff, and the pitcher went ahead and threw it.
And we kind of mentioned this earlier, too. The third baseman, Weiser, he hasn't really charged on many of the bunts. They kind of expect their pitcher to kind of cover that left side of the field.
There's a swing and a miss.
Oh, get back.
Ooh, almost picked off number 3 at second base. As Logan Waller tires back in there, and the throw gets by out in center field, but unable to advance. There'll be a strikeout on Voss for out number 1. That'll bring up Nick Casey. Casey's 1 for 2, flied out to the center fielder, and he singled, came around and scored, leading off the 3rd inning.
That's going to be that's a big out there for South Tama, and that's a big
double steal coming up, and
not even close. Dang it.
Yeah.
Helmet on, man. Put your helmet on. Yeah. Tell you what, Logan got a little bit of a bad jump there out of second base, and South Tama catcher, Cale Kellogg, he's got a good arm, so, that wasn't even, not even close there. So, again, that comes back to being calm at the plate and getting your bunts down, because that bunt gets down. I think we got both those guys easily make it because they had both kind of started up, too.
So 2 away here now on the Hawks. Runner at second is Kyle Cole. And there's a ground ball to the shortstop. Leakin, throw to first.
Yep.
Just in time. Close play is Casey hustling down the line, but the Hawks only come away with 1 after 3 hits, leading off the inning. The score after 4 complete. South Tama 9, West Delaware 7. You're listening to Hawk Baseball from KMCH Sports.
Steve Moyle Masonry, a family-owned commercial masonry contractor based in Manchester. Quality is what we're about. Visit us online at smoylemasonry.com.
Biofield is your headquarters for all your seed, chemical, and fertilizer needs. They have professional service and quality products needed to bring the best crop to market. Biofield, providing growth opportunity for 18 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota.
The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and the Dyersville Commercial recognize the hard work and dedication of all area athletes. Check out the weekly sports section in the commercial for scores and information. The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and Dyersville Commercial, supporting your communities.
For fan food, not fast food, visit your after-the-game headquarters, Manchester Dairy Queen. It's quick, it's easy, your family will love it. Manchester Dairy Queen.
It's no secret that people come to Fairway in Manchester for their famous meats, but as you dash back to the counter to pick up your USDA choice ribeyes, don't be surprised if you find yourself lingering among the delicious fruits and vegetables in the produce department. Shop Fairway in Manchester for low prices and all your grocery needs.
Hey, welcome back to Exide Field. Top of the 5th inning here. South Tama with the 9-7 lead over the Hawks here in Game 2. Hawks won Game 1 6-2 on a nice pitch game by Jared Voss, the winning pitcher. Hawks behind here 9-7, leading off the top of the 5th inning with number 9 hitter Gavin Jimenez steps in there 2-1 on 3-0 to count. Now on Jimenez, he popped out to the catcher and reached on an error here so far. That pitch is low in the dirt, ball 4, so a 4-pitch walk. There again, they get that leadoff runner on base. They got by last time with leadoff walk not coming around to score, but now you got the top of the order, Cam Klosterman, coming up to bat.
For Logan Waller here, you got to be getting close to the pitch count, and I'm assuming that Coach Lahr's going to say, hey, what do you got in? And now that's going to be it for him, it looks like, maybe.
Yeah, he's walking around like he's not happy that maybe they're going to make a move here.
Yeah, I don't see
his pitch count's got to be getting up there, and then he was the one thrown out trying to steal third, and had kind of a little unconventional slide in there, so comes out with a 4-pitch walk. And he pats him on the back, and Logan's probably convinced, I'm not ready to come out here yet, Coach. This was my game. 76 pitches, somewhere in that area there for Logan Waller so far. That's a lot of pitches when you're only in the 5th inning here. So we'll try to keep track of that. But Cam Klosterman coming in, he's 1 for 3 so far. A pitch low in the dirt, 5 straight out of the strike zone.
Let's see.
Yeah, Coach Lahr.
That's going to be it. He's
probably seen all he's going to see, yeah.
He's got to pull him now.
Yep. And looks like number 4 is following him out of the dugout, and that's going to be Connor Funk. So we'll have a pitching change. We'll take a timeout here as Connor Funk is going to take his warm-ups. We're in the top of the 5th inning. South Tama 9, West Delaware 7.
Just like a great coach, State Farm agents like me, Julie Smith, can help you develop a game plan for your insurance needs. Whether it's car, home, life, health, or business insurance, I can dig into the playbook and help you find the affordable coverage you need. For all your insurance needs, call on a winning team. The Julie Smith State Farm Agency in Manchester.
J&D Catering and Suites in New Vienna provides exceptional handcrafted food, whether a cocktail buffet, formal dinner, or a themed event. Let Diane and her staff create a customized menu sure to wow your guests. They offer an extensive specialty cupcake and cake menu. Call or check them out on Facebook. Let J&D Catering and Suites set your next special event above the rest.
Our service and parts team at Victory Ford is dedicated to keeping your car in tip-top shape, and our sales department makes buying a car easy and hassle-free. Stop out to Victory Ford in Dyersville or online at victoryfordonline.com. Good luck, athletes and coaches.
At Three Rivers, our customers come first. Your business is very important to us. Our goal is to provide you with the best products and service that you have come to expect from Three Rivers. Visit our website at threeriversfs.com or the location nearest you. Three Rivers, your partner in growth solutions.
And welcome back into Exide Field. Warm-up pitches are completed by the new pitcher, freshman Connor Funk. Comes in, first pitch swung on a missed by Klosterman. Connor Funk, in one start, his 3rd appearance of the year, record 1-0. He's pitched 6 2/3 innings, allowed 11 hits, 9 runs, 7 earned. Earned run average is 7.35. Walked 4, hit 2, and struck out 4. The runner's taken off for second base. Ball's low in the dirt, so good time to try for the stolen base by Jimenez as that ball's in the dirt, so an easy stolen base. Count's going to go to 2-1 on the leadoff hitter, Klosterman. Klosterman 1 for 4 in game 1, 1 for 3 here with 2 RBIs in game 2. So South Tama with the runner in scoring position. Pitch from Funk is a fastball high and outside, 3-1 the count. So looking for some strikes and have your Hawk defense help you out here. 3-1 the count.
Yeah, kind of a tough spot here for the freshman to come into. Made some good pitches so far since he's been in, Bill, to this batter, but, you just don't come into varsity game, first year playing varsity, freshman, runner on already. You're trying to limit him to runs, and this is a tough spot for Connor Funk. Hopefully he's going to rise to the occasion.
All ball back to the screen, 3-2. That pitch low in the dirt, ball 4. So a walk to Cam Klosterman, and because the count was 1-0, I think that walk officially goes to Logan Waller because he started the at-bat. So I think officially that walk goes to Logan Waller. So he's responsible for the 2 runners on base. I'll bring up the number 2 hitter, Matt Weiss, and not the one that's sitting beside me.
Spelled different, Bill.
Spelled different. This Matt Weiss is 2 for 3.
Oh, never mind. It's maybe the same.
It might be. He'd be getting a couple. It singled in the first inning, flied out to right, and singled and scored an RBI single in the 3rd inning. So Hawks got to figure out a way to retire him. There he tries to square up, pop one up. Catcher Fetkether comes over. Oh, he's airmails it clear. Great play by Nick Casey backing it up. Made a good play coming out and getting, and then tried to compound it to try to double off the run at second base. Nice job by Casey to back that thing up and save what could have been a disaster. But out number 2, without the runners being able to advance, and that'll bring up the number 3 hitter, Cale Kellogg. He's 1 for 3. Had a 2-run single in that 6-run 3rd inning. First pitch is low, ball 1.
That was a really good play there by Fetkether. He was, almost third of the way up the line there to get to that ball even. Really good jump by him out of the catcher's position to get to that little pop-up off the bunt. So really good job by him to get that first out for the Hawks.
There's a nice pitch, jammed him, swung on a foul back over here. Would have landed probably in the bleacher area there, but protected by the netting there. 1-1 the count. Now on Kellogg, senior catcher for South Tama. Oh, there's a pitch that sails inside, and he'll trot down to first with a hit by pitch, and that'll load the bases for the number 4 hitter, Carter Kriegel. He's 0 for 2, flied out, struck out, and walked in this game here so far. First game, he was 2 for 4, a double and a single. So a big at bat here to try to recover the out here by Carter Funk, try to get out of this inning without giving up any runs. Hawks trail 9-7, but South Tama bases loaded and 2 down. First pitch swung on a good location, really jammed him, couldn't get his arms extended. If he would have hit that, would have been weak somewhere, but good pitch by Funk on the first pitch, heading the count out 0-1.
Let's see what Connor can muster up here. Good pitch again there, strike 2, swinging strike.
Freshman catcher, don't be starting to throw that around. I thought that was going out. You're heading the count 0-2. Just concentrate on the batter. He almost threw that over to the third baseman's head out in left field, but just concentrate on getting the batter here. The 0-2 pitch. There's a strike or a ball out into the outfield. 1 run's going to come in, and Kriegel gets a 2-strike single RBI out into left field. Pretty good location. Didn't really get it real hard, but just enough of it to get it out into a soft line drive. But nonetheless, puts a run in here now, scores 10-7, and got a little more of the plate than he wanted to on an 0-2 pitch.
Yeah, I was just going to say that, Bill. He, 0-2 and kind of didn't really necessarily meet one up there for him, but he definitely got a little bit too much of the plate. And as you always kind of say, the baseball gods generally aren't too generous. The guys that put bases loaded without any hits. So
there's a swing and a miss at that one. Isaac throws it down to first.
He's not fade to throw her out.
Man, I tell you, he's making me nervous, and I'm standing 100 feet away from him. He threw that one down to first base that time, and one of these times maybe he'll catch somebody sleeping. But that was a swing and a miss, 1-1 to count. Pitch is low and away. Good stop there by Fetka. Jackson Belt steps in there. He's been on base all 3 times, twice on hits, once on an error. Scored 2 of the 10 runs here in game 2 for South Tama. 2-1 count. Pitch is low and in the dirt inside. 3-1. No room for him. Connor's going to have to challenge him. Come right out after him here. Behind in the count now, 3-1.
Yeah, absolutely. This is going to, if Belt's here, if he can help him draw the walk, it has an absolute batter's pitch there. Knew he had to come to him and just didn't get a strike. And I mentioned this earlier, Bill, that here comes Coach Lard to talk to his pitcher. When Woolert was out here, that 6-run third took a lot out of him. And, this, like I said, being the 5th game for the Hawks, and Coach Lard's going to make a little pitching change here. Looks like number 24 is coming out here to pitch for the Hawks.
24 is going to be Zach Goebel. We'll take a break here and get some numbers here on Zach Goebel is going to be the new pitcher here. We're in the top of the 5th inning. South Tama 11, the Hawks 7.
You expect big hits on the field, but not on the road. So when the unexpected happens, call Krager Body Shop in Dyersville. They specialize in major and minor collision repair and frame straightening. For all of your auto body work, see Krager Body Shop in Dyersville.
Citizen State Bank, your locally owned, community-minded, and customer-oriented bank, is here to serve you. Choose one of their 7 convenient locations in Winthrop, Monticello, Manchester, Ryan, Strawberry Point, Hopkinton, and Nubiana. Citizen State Bank, community banking with people you know, member FDIC.
Put a little south in your mouth at your next event or party with Rockin' 5K Barbecue Shack. You can't go wrong with any of their melt-in-your-mouth options. Their 2019 calendar is filling up fast, so book them today. 319-361-8624. Set your event above the rest with Rockin' 5K Barbecue Shack. Mobile vending and catering.
This is Jamie Vaskey, the voice of the West Delaware Hawks, and I've had the chance to review the Good Neighbor Society's playbook, and I got to tell you, they are friends in your neighborhood, designing plays to get you home fast. If you need help getting back in the game, contact the Good Neighbor Society Rehab to Home team at 563-927-3907.
And back at Exide Field, third pitcher of the game for the Hawks is now junior Zach Goebel going to come in. He's finished up his warm-up pitches. Zach Goebel has not started a game. This will be his 4th appearance. 5 1/3 innings coming in tonight. Got 1 save, allowed 7 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned, 5.25 earned run average. Hit 2 batters, struck out 1. Opposing batting average 304 on him. And coming into a tough position, bases loaded and 1 out in the first pitch, just a high ball 1.
We got bases loaded here. We're talking on the break there. I said first and third bases are loaded. Again, tough spot for the pitcher to come into here and get some outs, but good pitch there, low and away. Get the swing. Like I said, maybe we can get a ground ball here, get a double play, and get ourselves out here with only giving up a couple.
Hawks in, and the cut of the grass at the corners right now are in Curly. Something hit to them. They're probably going to come home. There's a swing and a miss. Now ahead in the count, 1-2. Back at double play depth, middle infield. As Boss and Meyer. If it hit to them, they're going to try to turn 2. There's a ground ball. It's going to die in the grass. The shortstop, Boss, just picks it up, throws to second. So Braden Smith is going to be safe at first on a fielder's choice, give him an RBI. The runner Kellogg scores from third. Krieger goes from second to third. And the runner first is forced out at second. And Smith is safe at first. Now 3 runs in here in this inning, 12-7. The South Tamer lead. Now to bring up Lane Leakin. 2 away here. Runners at first and third. First pitch is in there, called strike 1.
Yeah, just mentioned that a little bit earlier here that we got the ground ball, but the infield grass just kind of killed it. And
runner first headed down to second.
Tried a little cut play there, and runner in third didn't break it all, so stolen base.
Lucas Meyer comes in and tried to cut it out in front, but doesn't come up with it clean. He was going to not let it go through. The runner wasn't going to go in and try to get the delayed backside steal there, but we're running by South Tamer. Got runners now, second, third with 2 down. That pitch high and away. 2-1 the count. Leakin all 3 times hasn't hit it past pitcher yet. He had a bunt right out in front of home plate that we threw out in the right field for an error, and then a 1-3 sacrifice bunt, and then a 1-3 ground out. So he's done a nice job of hitting it right back, but the Hawks have retired him 2 out of the 3 times. That pitch called ball 3. So Goebel ball behind the count. There's a ball up the middle. 1 run's going to come in. Runner at second's going to be waved in. Casey comes in with it. Big throw. At home, an accurate throw.
Absolutely.
And Fettkeather comes up with it. And Braden Smith is going to get thrown out at home plate. Great throw by Nick Casey. And it took a great throw. Had it not been that good a throw, he probably would have been in safely. But they do get the first run in. So 4 runs in here in this top of the 5th inning. Score now, South Tama 13, the Hawks 7. You'll see the Hawk baseball from KMCH Sports.
The Edgewood Reminder is proud to support all the area teams in athletic action and appreciates their efforts in the classroom and during sports. Check out all the sports photos in each week's issue of the Edgewood Reminder.
TriVet Associates is a mixed animal veterinary clinic with offices in Farley, Dyersville, and Holy Cross. Our 8 doctors serve the Dubuque, Manchester, Guttenberg, and Cascade areas, and provide veterinary services to both large and small animals. For more information, find us on Facebook or visit our website, trivetinc.com.
High-Tech Communications is your local service provider for telephone systems, fire detection, audio, video, security and surveillance systems, wiring, and more. High-Tech has decades of experience in the industry. Contact High-Tech at 563-927-4936, online at hightechcommunications.us. High-Tech Communications, changing your world with technology.
West Bend's home and highway policy provides you with one policy, one bill, one deductible, and one agent, all with no hassle and a portion of your annual premium back in cash if you don't have a claim. To find out more, contact your local West Bend agent, Eric Smith, at Parrott Insurance in Manchester at 927-2791.
And back at Exide Field, Hawk baseball on KMCH. Leading off the bottom of the fifth inning for the Hawks, Ben Ridenauer is going to step in there. He's hit by a pitch and scored, walked and scored. So officially he hasn't batted yet. There's a ground ball down to the shortstop. And he tried to backhand it because he's going to have to make a throw there. So I'm going to give him probably an error.
Yeah.
You're going to give him a hit? No, I'm giving him an error, yeah, because I don't. With Ben Ridenauer running down there, he probably thought he had to get rid of it real quick and just tried to kind of short hop it and went underneath his glove. But regardless, Ben Ridenauer's on first base leading off the inning. That'll bring up Luke Curley. And Hawks got to have some base runners, got to get some scores. Trailing 13-7. South Tama's done a nice job, scored 3 out of the 5 innings, and all 3 of them, they scored 3 in the second, 6 in the third, and 4 in the fifth. So done a nice job of scoring a lot of runs in an inning here against the Hawks. That pitch is low. Ball 2-0 on Luke Curley.
This is kind of how South Tama's big third innings kind of started for them. So maybe we can match that here.
Oh, call the ball. Call the balk. Didn't stop.
You know, I tell you what, Bill, I thought he paused enough to not warrant that. I was a little bit surprised about that call. We'll take it, obviously.
Yeah, and he come up and just kind of let the pitcher know, got to come set. When you go into your motion, you got to stay set, pause for a second, and he just got in that motion and just kind of went right into it. And he called it immediately. He called it before the pitcher even released the ball.
Oh, there you go, Luke.
There's a deep fly ball, but don't hit it to center fielder. No. Klosterman, he's going to chase that one down, and he does that one. Nice running catch out in center field by Cam Klosterman. Will retire Luke Curley for out number 1. That'll bring up Sam Leckie.
I've been real impressed with Klosterman out there defensively all night. He's gets a really good beat on the ball right off the bat, and got good speed out there as well. He just definitely tracks the balls down.
Yeah, he's done a nice job out there. Very athletic in there. They've got him picked off at second base. That's the third runner that the Hawks have had picked off out at second base. Plus, we've had a runner called out at third, and that one the pitcher even ran at him. Didn't throw it right away, so a 1-6 pickoff. So now 2 outs on the Hawks, and base is empty. And Sam Leckie's got to get things going again here for the Hawks.
Yeah, that's rough. You get a leadoff guy on, like you mentioned, Bill, and that's those, as you mentioned, 4 runners now. The Hawks have had in scoring position that we haven't had an opportunity to even bring around third, let alone score. So missed opportunities so far tonight in this game by the Hawks.
There's a check swing, but he's going to say he didn't hold it long enough there. It's going to be a called strike. And Leckie evens the count now 1-1. 2 away and nobody on here for the Hawks in the bottom of inning number 5, trailing 13-7. Hawks won game 1 by a score of 6-2. There's a fly ball over in front of the Hawk dugout. Third baseman's going to come over and take a look at it.
Got it.
And he got it. As umpire Eric Lee says he caught it before he went into the Hawk dugout. So unconventionally, 3 up, 3 down here for the Hawks in the bottom of the first inning, or the 5th inning, score after 5 complete. South Tama 13, West Delaware 7. You listen to Hawk Baseball from KMCH Sports.
Are you looking for great food and a unique atmosphere? Then make Okoboji Grill your next lunch or dinner destination, or enjoy 2-for-1 happy hour every Monday through Thursday from 4 until 6 p.m. That's Okoboji Grill, 1749 Golf Course Boulevard in Independence. Okoboji Grill, where good friends meet.
Whether a door needs replaced or building a new home, let S&R Construction of Masonville take care of you. S&R Construction is the expert in home improvement projects, gutters, siding, garages, remodeling, new home construction, and more. Call Steve Petland today at 319-361-0638 for a free quote.
Are you an athlete or physically active in your free time? Even active people can have muscle tightness and joint pain or even experience the occasional injury. Regional Medical Center physical therapy treatment and prescribed exercises can help you recover faster, reduce injury, and build strength and stability. Call RMC Therapy Services today so you can get back into action as quick as possible. 563-927-7322.
Belichick's Landing, downtown Delhi. Open 7 days a week. Friday night buffet, Saturday night prime rib, and enjoy breakfast every Sunday from 9 to noon. Belichick's proudly supports all area athletes and coaches.
And welcome back into Exide Field. Lights fully taking controller now. Sun's down. Beautiful setting here at Exide Field. And we're leading off the top of inning number 6 for South Tama. Number 8 hitter Mickey Wanatee steps in there. He was called out looking on strikes his last time, walked in the second inning, and a big 2-run double in that 6-run third inning. So Zach Goebel in a second inning of relief here. And a little check swing, ground ball, going to be out to second baseman. Farmer comes in, and great play. I didn't know if he was going to be able to make it, but he picked it up and kind of threw it as he was falling. He's still laying down on his stomach.
Yeah,
might have hurt himself a little bit there. It was very, very awkward looking. Came in and made the throw over to first in time to retire Wanatee, but Hawk Infield going over there, and Coach Nate Lauer is going to go out there and take a look at him. And I'm not sure if
I'm not sure exactly what he did there.
He got an ankle or knee, or if he landed on an arm or something. I'm not sure because it was very awkward looking, but he made the play.
I didn't think he actually even came up with the ball. To be honest with you, and all of a sudden it came squirting over there, and heck of a play by Luke Farmer.
Yeah, the first base coach for South Tama talking to the umpire, and they're kind of looking at, wow, he made a great play.
Luke Meyer, excuse me.
Yeah, he made a great play there, and he gets up and kind of walking back, and he's going to be okay. But a nice play there, and looking like maybe trying to stretch out his left knee there a little bit there. So maybe kind of tweaked it there. He came in right on the cut of the grass, kind of bent over and picked it up, trying to throw it all in the same motion, but then kind of sprawled out on his stomach. So nonetheless, great play. Retires the leadoff hitter. Now bring up the number 9 hitter, Gavin Jimenez. Bottom of the lineup. He's been on base twice out of his 3 at bats. So great production in the bottom of the lineup. First pitch is swung on a miss by Jimenez.
I'll take a minute here, Bill, and give a shout out to the Hawks softball team who picked up a couple of wins last night. Both of them in early exit fashion, 12-0 both games by the Hawks over South Tama softball team. Emily Klosterman throwing a perfect game last night, missed it by 1 walk, so great job by Emily. If you haven't seen the Hawks softball team yet, they have their home tournament coming up this next weekend here on the 14th and 15th. Come out here to the Beckman Complex. They're generally at Self Field, but Hawk invites always here at the Beckman Complex. Come out and check out the Hawks softball team.
A pitch on the outside corner called strike 2. 2-2 the count now on Jimenez. Yeah, Emily's doing a great job as Macy's been gone to New York for the music trip this week. So Emily's doing a great job picking up 4 wins here this week. There's a swing and a miss. Strike 3. So quickly 2 up and 2 down here for South Tama in the top of the 6th inning. That'll bring up the leadoff hitter, Cam Klosterman. Klosterman been on base 3 times, just 1 hit. He's also reached on an error and walked, scored 2 runs, he's got 2 RBIs. So in addition to what he's doing out in the outfield, he's playing a great game tonight for South Tama.
Yeah, absolutely. He's been very impressive defensively. And huge spark to them. You know, he got on early in the game for him, and he's just he's been a great ball player for them tonight, or in the second game.
First pitch is low and away. That one swung on and fouled down the left field line out of play. The 1-1 the count on the leadoff hitter.
I mentioned the Hawk invite, Bill, too. I also want to give a shout-out here to the West Delaware Athletic Booster Club. They'll be sponsoring the Ford Drive for Your School on Friday the 14th here at Beckman Sports Complex from 11 to 4. Come out and drive a car, support the West Delaware Athletic Booster Club, sponsored by Rundy Ford here in Manchester. Every test drive is worth $20, and we can also receive an extra $10 if you test drive an Eco Sport. West Delaware Booster Club, as I've mentioned many times in the past, does a great amount of work here for the students at West Delaware and for the athletic programs. Hard hit ball to center field here.
No.
Nick Casey turns and catches her.
He did a 360 out there. He turned and went to his left and then thought, oh, no, it's coming the other way. So he turned back around and makes a diving catch. A great play out in center field to rob Klosterman of a base hit. So 3 up, 3 down here for South Tama. Top 6th inning. Score after 5.5. South Tama 13. West Delaware 7. You listen to Hawk
Leonard Buller
Baseball from
Funeral Home and
KMCH
Crematory
Sports.
wishes all the best to the athletes and appreciates their hard work and scholastic efforts throughout the year. For personal, caring service, Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory in Manchester, Edgewood, and Strawberry Point.
Hey KMCH listeners, GMB is proud to support our area athletes and help bring the sport to you. The GMB Bank team reminds you whatever your financial goals, we're here to help you reach them. Stop by our Manchester location or visit us online at gnbbank.com. Member FDIC.
Going above and beyond is a standard of care at Above and Beyond Home Health and Hospice Care. Their compassionate staff care deeply about the comfort of their patients. A nurse is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Above and Beyond Healthcare, the more they care, the more beautiful life becomes. Proudly serving Jones, Jackson, Johnson, Lynn, Clayton, and Delaware counties.
At Tauke Motors, we believe in a gentler, simpler way of doing business. Check out our large selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, as well as great incentives at taukemotors.com. If you are looking for a new pre-owned vehicle or service on your current vehicle, come to Tauke Motors, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram on 9th Street in Dyersville.
And welcome back to Hawk Baseball and KMCH. Bill Logan along with Matt Weiss, West Delaware AD, bringing you Hawk Baseball tonight on KMCH here at the Exide Field. Leading off the bottom of the 6th inning for the Hawks, trailing 13-7, Lucas Meyer reached base both times here in Game 2, one on an error and one on a walk. Looking to get himself on base again for the 3rd straight time. That pitch, a called strike on the outside corner, even to count at 1. The Hawks looking to get some base runners and get on. There's another called strike on that outside corner. So Wilkerson doing a nice job here in his 3rd inning of relief here of the starter, Braden Smith. Broke that one in there. That was a pretty good pitch. 2-strike pitch there. Must have been a little high as it crossed the plate. Evens the count 2-2. 2-2 pitch inside, 3-2.
Good job battling back here.
Put together on deck for the Hawks here. 3-2 pitch from Wilkerson. Swung on foul down the first baseline. First baseman going to go and take a look at it, but it lands just a couple feet beyond the right field fence line there. So count will remain 3-2. Good spoil pitch on a good pitch on the inner portion there by Wilkerson. In the 3-2 pitch on the way. A high chopper going foul down that third baseline. Head coach Nate Lauer, barehanded, picks it up and tosses it back in. He's still got some hops down there.
Oh, yeah.
And as competitive as he is, I wouldn't see it, he'd throw that stuff on and go back and catch again, but great mentor for these two freshman catchers. There's a foul ball, foul back out of play over onto the GNB bank to our right. Count remains 3-2. Hawks looking to get that leadoff runner on. There's a fly ball high inside the grass of the infield, caught by the shortstop, Lane Leakin, for out number 1, and they'll bring up Isaac Fetkether. Fetkether's 1 for 2. He singled leading off in the 4th inning, came around and scored. Let's see if he can get on base here. He flied out to the center fielder his first time up.
And Lucas Myers put a really good swing on that ball and just, missed getting a good piece of it.
There's a 2-hop right to the shortstop. Leakin picks it up, throws over to first in time for out number 2. So, first pitch, ground out to short. Bring up the number 9 hitter. This is going to be Zach Goebel. Came in for Logan Wallert. So Goebel coming up the bat. First at bat here in Game 2. He was 0 for 3 in game 1 as he played right field in game 1. First pitch to Goebel. Ball 1. That pitch is well outside, 2-0. Kellogg, that one gets by him all the way back to the fence. Well, 2-0 the count.
Bill, the big difference in this game here is the opportunities have been here for the Hawks, but they have not capitalized, and South Tama absolutely has. Like you had mentioned, they had scored a couple of runs there in the top of the fifth with only a couple hits, but those hits, they took advantage of the walk, they took advantage of the hits batsmen, and that's the difference in the game right now.
Yeah, the free passes. They've got 10 hits in the game, but they got 13 runs. So Hawks have given some walks and errors. There's a walk by Goebel. Gets a 2-out walk, and he'll try down to first base, and that'll bring off the leadoff hitter, Kyle Cole. Cole's been on base all 3 times here in game 2. 2 walks and a single. His last time up was 3 for 4 in game 1. They're going to send in a courtesy runner. Luke Farmer is going to come in and run for the pitcher, Zach Goebel. So see if the Hawks can come up with some 2-out lightning here, trailing 13-7 here in the bottom of the 6th inning of game 2. They won game 1 by a score of 6-2. Hawks were hit 6-0, and then South Tama put 2 up in the top of the 7th inning. But then they've come out and scored run in bunches here in game 2. There's a fly ball down to the first baseman, Carter Kriegel, who catch it for out number 3. So the Hawks retired here in the bottom of the 6th inning, score after 6 complete. South Tama 13, plus Delaware 7. Goes to the Hawk Baseball on KMCH.
At Dupaco Community Credit Union, we know debt happens. A debt checkup from Dupaco ensures it's not costing you more than it should. With historic low interest rates, now is the time to bring your loans to Dupaco. Contact us at 563-927-6187 or visit dupaco.com.
The Manchester Press is your community newspaper. Check out the sports section for game stats and photos of area players and game highlights. The Manchester Press, serving the area for over 130 years.
Craving authentic Mexican food? Then hurry down to Rio Blanco Mexican Restaurant in Manchester today. Enjoy the best margarita around with an order of fresh guacamole or cheese queso and chips. Rio Blanco features daily specials, an extensive menu with many authentic dishes to choose from, and a kids menu too. There's something for everyone at Rio Blanco Mexican Restaurant in Manchester.
Every good athlete recognizes the value of having a great coach. If you're buying or selling a home, make sure you team up with an experienced realtor to coach you through the process. I service the entire KMCH listening area. My office is located in Manchester, across from the hospital. Contact me, Teresa Turnus, from Keller Williams Realty for all your real estate needs.
Newhouse Construction and Concrete is proud to support all our area athletes. Give Phil a call at 927-5178 for your commercial, ag, or residential projects, or visit newhouseconstruction.com. Newhouse Construction and Concrete turns design into reality.
Top of the 7th inning here in game 2. South Tama with a 13-7 lead. Leading off for the Trojans, Matt Weiss, 2 for 4 here so far in game 2. There was a swing and a foul ball back to the screen. 1-1 the count. He's 2 for 4, scored a run and knocked in a run. So was a losing pitcher for the Trojans in game 1. Was 1 for 3. So I got a couple of hits here tonight. Number 2 hitter in that Trojan lineup. That pitch is outside. 2-1 the count. Zach Goebel in his 3rd inning of relief here for the Hawks.
Yeah, he's coming. I was going to mention he's coming back. He just came in relief. He's gone right at the batters, and he's done a good job since he's been in here.
Yeah, retired. Got a bad position in the 4th. Got him out of there, and got him out 1, 2, 3 in the 6th, and now behind in the count here 3-1 to the leadoff hitter here in the top of the 7th inning, Matt Weiss.
Zach did a good job there. He threw one low, and Eric called that low, and then that last one high. There's a good pitch.
Yeah, he thought it was ball 4, but nope, that was strike 2. Come on back. So come back right at him, Zach, and retire and put him in the books for out number 1 here.
We'll get him here.
Goebel's 3-2 pitch. A chopper out to the second baseman, Lucas Meyer, comes in, picks it up, goes over to first for out number 1. So good job by Goebel to come back from a 3-1 count. to retire their leadoff hitter in the top of the 7th. They'll bring up number 3 hitter, catcher Cale Kellogg. Kellogg's been on base twice. Struck out, grounded out, singled, 2-run single in that 3rd inning, and then was hit by a pitch in a 4-run 5th inning. So he'll come up with 1 out and nobody on here for South Tama. First pitch is a little too far outside. Ball 1.
That was a really good job pitching there on that last batter by Zach. You know, they pitched one low, they got called low, pitched one and was called a little bit high, and he then found the zone 2 pitches in a row right where they needed to be, and really good job coming back to get that first out.
That pitch low, blocked by Petka. They're behind the count now, 2-0 to Kellogg. Ooh, a little too high, apparently, over the plate, but too high for called ball 3. Behind now, 3-0. Kellogg steps back in there. 3-0 pitch taking all the way there, right down the middle. Even though it's 3-1, don't throw another one right there because he'll be looking for one here this time. That was way too much of the play, but a lot of times you can pull that off on a 3-0 pitch. 3-1, nice pitch, hit the knee, swung on a miss, so nice job by Goebel. Now come back and finish it. 3-2 pitch going to be coming up here. Put him in the books. 1 out here in the top of the 7th. There it is, ground ball between 3rd and short out into left field, so Cale Kellogg gets his 2nd here in game number 2. He's now 2 for 4. Plus hit by a pitch. That'll bring up the first baseman, Carter Kriegel. He's 1 for 3, plus reached on a walk. Scored a run and has an RBI. 7 of the 9 hitters in their lineup have RBIs here, so they've done it top to bottom in that lineup. So great production here by South Tama in game 2. Called strike on the outside corner on Kriegel.
Yeah, absolutely. We mentioned this, obviously. We're kind of talking about this in the break. They do a really good job of just contact hitting, getting the ball in play. We haven't seen, maybe 1 or 2 balls hit actually fairly hard here tonight by them, but they have done a really good job putting it in play and making the most of, obviously, base runners as well.
There's a pop-up over in front of the first base dugout. Ben Ridenauer going to come in and catch it for out number 2 in foul territory. So great pitch, handcuffed him and couldn't do anything with it. Now Jackson Belt is going to come up to bat. He's been on base all 4 times here in game 2. Singled and scored in the 2nd, reached on an air and scored in the 3rd, singled and was stranded in the 4th, and then walked and was stranded in the 5th. So he's done a good job getting himself on base all 4 times. Throw to first base, and the pinch runner for the catcher, I didn't catch his name, his number.
You haven't cut it either.
That's not Kellogg out there.
No.
Runner at first and 2 down. There's a ground ball there again, right between short and 3rd. That's probably 6 or 7 at least of those that are kind of found their way right through that hole through short and 3rd. The left runners at 1st and 2nd with 2 outs. And that'll bring up Braden Smith, as Braden Smith's been on base 3 out of the 4 times. Hit by a pitch, singled, flied out to center, and reached on a fielder's choice. So he'll come up with 2 outs.
Courtesy runner out there, number 24, Logan Arp for South Tama. So let's see if Zach Goebel can come out here now, get a couple good pitches, and get us out of this inning without giving up any runs.
There's a ground ball down third. Luke Curley picks it up and alertly steps on 3rd to force the runner and out number 3. For South Tama, no runs on a couple hits, 2 left on, score after 6.5. South Tama 13, West Delaware 7. You're listening to Hawk Baseball on KMCH.
No one can win a game by themselves. At F&M Bank, our team works together to achieve the ultimate goal, exceeding client expectations. F&M Bank is a proud supporter of all local sports teams. F&M Bank, the right choice in Manchester, Cedar Rapids, Anamosa, and Monticello. Member FDIC.
Just like you take pride in your vehicle, we take pride in the service work we provide. This is John from Georgian Auto in Manchester. Whether it's routine maintenance or major repairs, we'll take care of your car and get it back on the road. Georgian Auto in Manchester, where complete automotive service and repair is our complete focus.
For all your general contracting needs, turn to the professionals at Lucky Building Service in Manchester. For commercial, remodeling, and building and new home construction, call the experts, Lucky Building Service in Manchester, 563-927-5677.
You may not wear glasses or contacts, but how do you know if you're seeing your best or if your eyes are healthy? Why not be proactive and get your eyes examined? Dr. Daniel E. Mersch and his professional staff at Manchester Family Vision can help. Manchester Family Vision Center on West Main, where clear vision begins with healthy eyes.
Do or die crunch time here for the Hawks. Bottom of the seventh, trailing 13-7 here in game two. One game, 6-2. Leading off for the Hawks, number 2 hitter, Jared Boss. He's 1 for 3. Singled and scored in the first inning. Flied out to center and struck out here in game two. Game one, winning pitcher, also went 2 for 4 at the plate. So he's had a nice night here tonight. Heading the count now 2-0. Wilkerson still out on the mound. He's done a nice job coming in. There's a pitch on an inside corner called strike one.
Yeah, absolutely. He's done a really good job coming in here. I think, down 6 here, Bill, bottom of the 7th. Hawk Nation had to put the rally caps on.
There's a swing and a foul back into the screen. Evens the count at 2. Hawks have scored 7 runs, but they really haven't hit the ball hard tonight. They only got 5 base hits.
Yeah, like you said, there hasn't been really too many hard hits in this game. South Tama's had a couple pretty decent hits to the outfield, but they've just done a really good job of timely hits and getting some good grounders through the infield and
well-placed hits.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's a 2-2 pitch swung on, fly ball out deep right center field, but guess who's going to run it down? Cam Closeman dives for it and says he's got it, comes up with the ball, and he makes another outstanding catch there in center field. And I think if you're going to get on base on a hit out there, you better hit it down the right field line or the left field line, because if it's the right center or the left center, he's going to chase it down out number 1. That'll bring up Nick Casey.
Yeah, he went about 50 yards there, it seemed like, to get to that ball. He's, plays a little bit shaded to the left side of center field, and that ball was hit well into the right field gap there, and great play again out there.
He covered about twice as much ground as the right fielder did out there. It probably should have been his ball all the way, but he got there. Well, we're going to challenge him again. Nope, he goes out and makes a long hit look routine as he goes to his right, catches it in front of the warning track. Or out number 2, and that'll bring up Ben Ridenauer. Well, Ridenauer's been on base all 3 times. He was hit by a pitch and scored in the first, walked and scored in the third, and then reached on an error in the 5th. The Hawks down to their final out here now, trailing 13-7. Pitch is high, ball 1. Game right at 2 hours and 1 minute here so far. So a long contest, but you're going to have that when you get 20 runs scored.
Yeah.
Pitch called strike on the outside corner. 1-1 to count.
Yeah, hard to believe. There's only been 1 inning here that we've had no runs scored. It was in the 6th. So a lot of runs scored and a lot of time. We've had a couple pitching changes. That adds to it, too. And
Ben Ridenauer thought about taking a cut at that one, but held up. Pitch is high. 2-1 to count. Takes that pitch, but it's a called strike. Great location there by Wilkerson on the outside corner. 2-2 to count. The Hawks possibly down to their last pitch here. Wilkerson tries to end this game. Pitch is high and inside. 3-2. Wilkerson came in the 4th inning, has given up just 1 run here so far to the Hawks in that 4th inning, and shut him down ever since. There's a swing, just catches enough of it to foul, get another 3-2 pitch.
Oh, and since he came in, he gave up a couple hits right away, and Coach came out to talk to him, and obviously he settled him down since he went out to have a couple words, because he has pitched phenomenally since that time.
Yeah, gave up a walk and an error since then, so he's done a nice job.
Yeah,
Ben takes that pitch, but wasn't real sure. He kind of hesitated there a little bit, but then he goes down. He'll be on base for the 4th time here in game 2, and that'll bring up Luke Curley. Curley walked and scored in the first, was called out on strikes in the 3rd, and flied out to Klosterman out in center. Here we got number 20, Jamison Smith out there, now going to pinch run for Ben Ridenauer, getting a little more speed out there on the base pass. Hawks down to the last out. Curley stands in there. Big swing and a foul back out of play. 1 strike to count on Curley. Number 5 hitter in the Hawk lineup. He was 0 for 3 in game 1. So looking for his first hit of the night here.
Oh, there it is.
There it is. It's a sharp line drive right back up the middle.
Postman wasn't able to catch that one, Bill.
No, he'd have been playing right on second base to catch that one. It's easier if you're going to hit it center field. Hit it on the ground. Yeah. So a 2-out single by Luke Curley. They're going to send in a courtesy runner or pinch runner for him. That's going to be number 7, Luke Farmer, is going to come in. So a walk and a single with 2 outs is going to bring up Sam Leckie.
Yep.
He's 0 for 2 with 2 RBIs. Had an RBI sacrifice fly in the first inning and an RBI ground out in the third. It doesn't have a hit to show for it, but it has drove in 2 of the 7 runs here for the Hawks. Takes that pitch high, ball 1. Did not play in game 1, playing left field here in game 2. Chad Bishop played left in game 1. That pitch outside, 2-0 the count. 2 away here in the bottom of the 7th. Hawks trail 13-7. Won game 1 by a score of 6-2. That pitch called, strike on the outside corner, 2-1. Wilkerson into the windup. There's the pitch. Foul back into the screen. 2-2 the count.
Here we are again, Bill. Hawks down to the last strike. See what they can do.
Wilkerson working quickly. There's a foul ball down the left field line. Out of play, out towards the parking lot.
Hit hard, just not quite straight enough.
Count remains 2-2. With 2 outs, whatever's hit, the runners should be moving with 2 outs. Get it out in the outfield, just don't hit it to center. There's a ground ball down third, takes a nice 2-hop right to the third baseman, and he steps on third for out number 3. So game 2 in the books here as South Tama comes back and gets a split here. Hawks won game 1, 6-2. South Tama comes back in the nightcap, wins 13-7. We'll take a timeout, add up some game totals, and hopefully Coach Lauer come up and have a chat with us as Westdale Hawks split tonight with South Tama here at Exide Field.
As your American Family Insurance agent in Manchester, I'm looking out for what matters to you. Even when nothing's wrong, this is Tad Mormon, agent. Call me at 563-927-3586, and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
American Family Insurance, Tad Mormon Agent, 106 East Main Street, Manchester.
Contact me, Chad Frazier, at BC Land Services in Earlville for all your maintenance projects such as tree removal and trimming, small dirt work projects, lawn seeding, and more. BC Land Services is fully insured and licensed. Contact me at 563-590-8074 or on Facebook. And best of luck to all area athletes and coaches.
This is Sarah from It's So Me Boutique in downtown Dyersville, inviting you to stop in, look around, and let us assist you in finding the perfect outfit for any occasion. We offer fashion-forward trends for women, including plus sizes, baby clothes, shoes, and fun accessories to complete any look. It's So Me Boutique in the heart of downtown Dyersville. And check out our Facebook page.
Edgewood Feed Mill Construction is a general contractor and will assist you with the construction of your livestock facility, start to finish. For more information on Edgewood Feed Mill Construction, contact Steve Harris at 563-920-7835.
Hello, this is Fred Smock from Dunlap Motors in Independence. We are proud to support local school programs. So if you are looking for a new Chevy, Buick, or certified used car or truck, or just want to stop and say hi, stop in. That's Dunlap Motors in downtown Independence.
Clayton Drug supports all the area athletes and coaches on a successful season. Stop in and visit with one of their pharmacists today and be sure to check out their large selection of home decor and gift items. Clayton Drug in Strawberry Point, a local pharmacy you can trust.
For the best selection of Chevy, Buick, and GMCs in the area, see Bob Stephen Motors in Manchester. We offer straightforward pricing and carry a low overhead, so we can pass those savings on to you. We also take care of you after the sale and offer a state-of-the-art service department with ASE trained technicians. For a full list of our inventory, visit us on the web at bobstephenmotors.com.
Welcome back into Exide Field. West Delaware Hawks hosting the South Tama Trojans in a conference doubleheader here tonight. Come away with the split here. The Hawks win game 1 by a score of 6-2. Game 2, South Tama comes back in the nightcap and puts up a 13-7 victory over the Hawks. The South Tama scored 13 runs on 12 hits, 4 Hawk errors led to a lot of those runs. They left 8 on base. Combination pitching staff struck out 4, walked 6, and hit 2 batters. So 8 free passes and 12 hits going to lead to a lot of runs. And South Tama did a nice job of taking advantage of the things that they had to them. 8 of the 9 hitters had base hits for South Tama. 7 of the 9 hitters had RBI. So just a complete team offensive output here in Game 2 for South Tama. That's their second victory of the year as they go 2-5 on the year now. 0-2 in the East and 1-5 overall in the WAMAC. Hawks fall to 6-5-1 overall, 0-2 in the East, and 3-5 overall in the WAMAC. For the Hawks tonight in Game 2, they score 7 runs on 6 hits, 2 South Tama errors. They left 5 on base. The pitching combination of Smith and Wilkerson struck out 2. Hawks received 7 walks and 1 hit batter, so they had 8 free passes as well. Just didn't get enough base runners on there, and South Tama came up with some big pitches and got some outs. Picked off some runners off second base, got a runner stealing third, so Hawks kind of ran themselves out of a couple opportunities there during that contest. So the Hawks put this doubleheader here tonight. I want to tell you what's coming up next week here while we got a second. Tomorrow, no contest here on KMCH, but next week, big week for Hawk baseball and softball on KMCH. Monday night, John and I will travel down to Solon with a baseball-softball split doubleheader. John will have the baseball game at 5 o'clock, and I'll make the trip down there and get the second softball game on there at approximately about 7:30, probably 7:45, somewhere in that area. So a split doubleheader Monday from Solon. Wednesday, Hawk softball travels to Independence in an important conference doubleheader. John and I will make the trip over to Independence on Wednesday. Thursday, Hawk baseball team goes to Independence. John and I will make the trip over there on Thursday. And then next Friday and Saturday, Hawk softball invitational up here at the Beckman Complex. All 3 diamonds outside of the Exide Field baseball diamond here. All 3 diamonds will be action all day long, Friday and Saturday, beginning at 9 o'clock. Both days, I believe, 16-team tournament. So lots of action coming up, a lot of area teams in that Hawk softball invitational. And we'll try to cover as many of the area teams as well as the West Delaware Hawks. As Coach Lahr has done visiting with his Hawk team, I'm not sure I see him coming up here yet. I'll try to let you know he does. But Hawks split the doubleheader here tonight, winning game 1, 6-2, losing the second game 13-7. And I'm not sure that he's coming up here yet. He's still talking to his team out there. Yeah, he's still talking to the team. Yeah, we'll just let him keep talking to his team. We'll wrap this up here tonight as the Hawks split the doubleheader here tonight, winning game 1, 6-2. Defeated in game 2, 13-7. I want to thank Mike Johnson for coming in the studio tonight, producing this so we can get you Hawk baseball on KMCH. I want to thank the Mini Sports Boosters. Without their constant support, athletics just wouldn't happen on KMCH. So thank you to the Mini Sports Boosters for their constant support so we can bring you West Delaware Hawk and area athletics on the radio. My name is Bill Logan. Thank you to Matt Weiss for coming along tonight and helping me out as well. You've been listening to Hawk Baseball on KMCH.
Mix 94.7 KMCH Manchester.